House of the Dragon.
Yes. I know. Are we live? Are we live? Wow, that was fast. Wow.
I think we're live. Yay!
Finally, we're live.
We're live, guys.
Wow,
We're live. Cowabunga!
Stop. Why are we? Why are we?
Worry what?
Why do we have him as a host? You can't remind me. Cowabunga?
Yeah, cowabunga.
No.
Cowabunga.
Please don't.
No,
Don't,
dude,
just don't.
that's a 90s reference, man.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, do you even know where's it from?
No.
Of course you don't.
Oh,
You're a
yeah,
child.
It's from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right?
Oh my god, you are...
Nice! Nice! Bingo!
Do you want to tell him or should I?
Yeah. What is it from? Where's it from?
Anyway,
You guys can talk. I'm just gonna start sharing the links, and then you guys can just start it. You know, you are the starting hosts today.
who's the starting host today?
Clint.
Aziz. No, not me.
But I can't do everything.
Okay, so let's start. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast. This is Qatartainment, and we're doing this episode is about... What is it about?
It's about Barney and his friends.
Dude.
What?
About HOTD.
It's about.
It's not a venereal disease.
How it is literally in the title. It is in the title. How can you not know that?
So what's HOTD?
It's about the making of the Iron Throne.
Yes.
It's a documentary about that.
Or you could also say it's the house... the House of...
House of the Dragon. Here. Targaryen.
Or you could say...
You just ruined dragons
Okay,
for me.
we are fanboys of the Targaryens.
Yes.
You could say House of the Targaryens' downfall. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is, right? Isn't it?
Well, not this one in particular. They fell during what's his name? Robert's
Rebellion.
Yes.
Robert's Rebellion. But
Yeah.
you would see that this is... So all the things that Aegon the Conqueror and his kin after him has created will be destroyed in this...
Well, of course.
In this whole chapter of the book.
Believe it or not, we've all known that there's a specific rhythm and formula when it comes to Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon, since they're both made by HBO, and the same storyline is like this. There's always going to be civil war. There's always going to be everyone fighting over that Iron Throne, and I think it was a metaphor when the dragon at the end of Game of Thrones destroyed the Iron Throne. It was symbolic. You know, that throne literally was gathering all the negativity of people just fighting and killing over it. And in the end, what happened? Who won it?
No
Yes.
one.
No,
Well, except Brandon.
Yeah, Bran.
But that
What
was...
the-
but
what does he sit on?
The iron chair. The iron wooden chair.
So the Iron Throne's no longer there. But yeah, I mean, it's...
I'd say the Iron Throne, just first thing of all, the Iron Throne in the House of Dragon was better than the Iron Throne in Game of Thrones.
Honestly, no. I like the one in Game of Thrones way more. It looks-
No, this one looked more epic.
So because if you look at the books mention that it's made of 1,000 swords.
Yeah.
Yes.
From Aegon's from the Aegon of the Aegon's
Yeah.
Aegon the Conqueror's.
Yeah,
conquering,
it was literally what 200 in the last in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and if you look at the books, so there are illustrations there, like there are lots of swords, like just jutting out.
Yeah.
It's a monstrosity. That's what it is in the books. It's on the down low actually. If you look at the series, even this one. So it was on the down low during the Game of Thrones, but in House of the Dragons, it was it has more swords, which is a welcome sight if you're a fan of the books. And yeah. But did you notice? You know the dragon pit in House of the Dragons.
I think I'm done.
You're done sharing?
I hope I'm done sharing. People.
Have you noticed the dragon pit in House of the Dragons? It's still intact, right? Do you remember the dragon pit in Game of Thrones?
Yes, I do.
I think it's 7th.
It became unusable after the fall of the Targaryen dynasty. Think of it this way. I mean, the House of the Dragon actually shows us more of how they were raising dragons, how they were kept in
In those pots, to like.
In the dragon pits, you
Yeah,
mean?
no, I mean
dragon pits.
in those small pots. You mean how they when
pits. Pits.
they're like? Oh yeah. No, I mean when the egg is in the pots, when it's like.
Oh yeah, he's right about that. He's right about that. Yes.
How they boil the eggs, you mean?
Yeah. I mean, what's the point of that?
No, they weren't boiling the egg. The eggs were being hatched.
Yes, they were. It just looks like it's being boiled.
Yeah.
I don't know, some
Yeah.
granny's
Yeah.
recipe or something.
So, what's the first thing we can talk about, basically?
Aziz.
We can talk about how Rhaenyra is so stubborn, how she's so relentless, and how she's so let's say heartless. What do you think? Can we talk about that?
Rhaenyra's not heartless.
And first of all, have you even watched it?
Yeah, I did.
And yet, you have no information. You have no. How can you say she's heartless?
You want to start the story between Rhaenyra and Alicent?
Yeah,
Like,
let's start
right.
with that.
So,
In the beginning.
So, what we know about Rhaenyra and Alicent is that they're best friends, girlfriends.
But you know, in the books, they hate each other.
really?
Oh, I
Really,
didn't know
yeah.
that.
They don't have any love for each other in the books.
Are
So-
we talking like children, teenagers?
No. So Alicent is older than Rhaenyra,
Yes.
but they don't have any love for each other. Even in the books, Alicent already has that goal to be
Queen.
queen. That was her main aim. So it's not even her father pushing her to do this.
It
It
was
was her
by her
own
own-
dream. Yeah.
Oh my.
So they made the change so that we feel some emotional connection towards Alicent. But in fact, in the books, you should hate her.
Little by little, we are noticing the ambitious side of Alicent.
Yes.
If you're noticing this,
Yes.
know? And it was pointed by her father.
Yeah. So in the series, it looks like Otto Hightower was the one planning everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's as if he's scheming that, put my daughter in, put the Hightower as in that Iron Throne. But it's
Everyone think of it this way: if Alicent wasn't put in the way of Viserys, what would have happened? He would have married Bela. Was there,
No.
Lena.
Lena.
Yeah, Lena.
He would have married Lena Valerian, produced Valerian heirs, both from Targaryen and Valerian. And that would have been, great for the
Valerians.
Yeah, especially the sea snake.
But that would have created more problems because Velaryons are very wealthy. So you have to remember they were wealthier than the Lannisters during this age.
Yeah, but the Lannisters always pay their debts.
Well,
Yeah.
the only thing is, you hope that if that happens, they don't have a son. Because that was the whole contention of this House of the Dragons, right?
Yeah.
So who is the true heir? Should it be Rhaenyra, who was formally appointed by King Viserys?
Yeah.
Or should it be the son, which is how the normal lineage of kings happen in Game of Thrones?
Exactly. Now, as far as we know from the first episode, during the end, what happened? Rhaenyra was made heir to the throne. Right? Officially, in front of everybody. So if and when Viserys dies, she becomes queen. Right? Just like that. And her husband, whoever she marries, will become consort.
King consort.
King consort.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, if you look at the past, even this during the first episode,
Yes.
the very first scene where Jaehaerys supposedly was selecting between
His daughter
Rhaenys and what's this guy's name?
and Viserys.
Viserys, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, Viserys the king.
They were cousins.
They're cousins.
But so, in case nobody, to go into further detail into that particular scene, why did Viserys had to choose Jaehaerys? Why did Jaehaerys had to choose between his nephew and his daughter? Because his two sons were already dead in battle before the events of the first episode. All right. So he gathered the Great Council, and everyone chose Viserys, of course.
Oh, Rhaenys is not his daughter. Rhaenys is also his niece. So Rhaenys,
Really? I
yes,
thought she was-
Rhaenys is the daughter of a Baratheon,
Wait, no. She's still a Targaryen. Let me.
She's a Targaryen, but she's a Baratheon. So she.
No.
Her mother's a Baratheon, and her
mother's
Oh,
father.
sorry. Her mother's a Baratheon, and yes, you're right. Sorry.
Hold on. Let me check this. I think she is.
Yes, and even in the books, her hair is not silver. Her hair has the
Brown.
She got the brown hair from the
Yeah.
Baratheons. So it goes. So if you go back to Game of Thrones, when supposedly Robert Baratheon,
Yeah.
his son has those golden hair. So that just proves that the Baratheon has a strong blood when it
Yeah.
comes to kinship.
Yeah.
Wait. Yes, you're right.
But-
Her mother was Jocelyn Baratheon,
Yeah, Jocelyn Baratheon.
and her father was Aemon Targaryen.
Aemon, yes, Aemon Targaryen.
Wait a second. I think I might be able to see the connection between her and.
So just to give that history, right? Jaehaerys has, I think, 11.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Now I know the connection. She's the granddaughter of Jaehaerys.
Yeah, she's the granddaughter of the Jaehaerys.
Yeah.
And the only reason why her succession is challenged is because Aemon died
Yeah.
and Balon died as well. So supposedly the way it works is whoever is your firstborn
Yeah.
and the firstborn after that would always
Yes, priority.
Yeah.
So
gets
that's
priority.
what. So when Rhaenyra was made the heir, and then Aegon was born. In the second episode, or was it the third? Yeah, in the second episode. Wait, second or third? Third. Yes, when Aegon was born, then technically it was challenged. Although from that time, when she came of age, everybody wanted to marry Rhaenyra.
Yes.
No, they didn't want to marry Rhaenyra. They wanted the Iron Throne, of course.
Who's your bet though?
Like, let's say if Rhaenyra wanted to get married
Yeah.
without her father deciding for her at the end, thanks to the show. Right.
Kristen?
Kristen, yeah. I think she would have went with Kristen.
No, she didn't want Kristen. No,
Yeah.
she wanted Kristen, but she wanted to maintain as a
Yeah.
she wanted to be queen.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be queen. But the problem is, here's what happened. So, let's say if you pick a husband for Rhaenyra, who would you pick? I'm talking like hot Greek noble families.
A Lannister. Or
She refused the Lannisters. And the problem is the way they approached it. Jason Lannister,
Yeah.
the head of the house,
yeah.
he approached it like a business deal.
Yeah.
He immediately said, "There's a place for dragon pits and blah blah blah, place for dragons, things like that." And what happened?
But it was her father who told him to propose to her, to give
No.
her. Are you sure?
They approached him.
I mean,
They have to approach the king before that.
Do
no
that.
one. If the king goes to someone, that means he's pathetic
Yeah, weakness.
and desperate.
I thought the Rhaenyra match was very good politically.
Yeah, politically.
I think that was a good move.
Because that was the move that was supposed to happen with Viserys.
Yes,
If
yeah.
he married Lena.
If he married Lena. But
Yes.
the problem is
she was too young.
no, it's not. No, that's
She
the problem.
literally is his knees
Yeah.
height. She's literally like this high.
Did you watch that when they were walking in this garden?
Yeah.
She was
And
like,
how she was told, "I'm supposed to bed you when I'm 12."
You mean 14? Like
or
that?
14.
Yeah.
14.
She was 12, like when she was walking with him.
That
Yeah.
is.
And how old was he? Like 50?
And who in the end married her? Damon.
Damon. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
But
He
it's
did.
like, think of it this way. In the end, she married a Targaryen.
Yeah.
but she grew up to be a lovely girl.
She
Lovely
did,
lady,
she-
And
right?
she got Vagar.
Yeah, she could.
That is the largest dragon, by the way.
Viserys made a big mistake. We just waited just 4 years. 4 years, because normally in
She became a lovely girl, a strong girl, and she could have added the arsenal of Vagar to King's Landing.
to King's Landing. But the only thing is she bore 2 daughters, so she didn't bear any sons with Daemon.
But she could have a son. There's a child in her belly.
But in the end, yes, we know there was a child in her belly. That's what was happening in the show. Thank you for saying the obvious. But in the end, what happened? Like, what happened? All right.
She died.
She died.
You know, in the story, in the books,
Yeah.
I
Look at this. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Have you, look at your stories.
what happened?
Or is it just me?
What?
What happened?
He gave Shield Man just gave us. Thank you, Shield. Thank you, Hamad. He gave us like a very cool looking story.
Thank you, Hamid, so
Oh,
much.
nice. Thanks,
Right, look at it. It's got
Shulman
House
H.
of Dragon on it.
Wow.
I'm gonna go put that right away.
That's a
Check
good
your
cover.
stories. It's you're tagged. We're all tagged.
That's fine.
So where were we?
Yeah. So yeah, where were we?
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
What I want to know is why was Viserys chosen over his cousin, the
Over
the
his
lady?
cousin
Yeah.
because
Because
he's a guy.
That's it. That's
He has
it.
a
That's
peen.
it. There,
Yeah.
people. You see, you gotta think middle age style,
Politically, yeah.
not middle age style.
Yeah.
And
In the Middle Ages, they don't exactly accept women as queens.
and
As rulers, you
as
mean?
rulers.
Yes.
And even in the books, so they've made this.
Yeah.
They made it to show as if it's a choice between Rhaenys and Viserys.
Yeah.
Where in fact it's actually a choice between Viserys and Laenor,
Laenor.
the son of Rhaenys. She was taken out of the picture, so it was a selection between these two.
Yeah.
So they want to show the whole idea of Rhaena later on, Rhaenyra,
Yeah.
all right, being a successor, and then they put the connection between her and Rhaenys by what's it called? By putting the idea.
Yeah. So
Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna.
you're getting distracted.
No, I didn't mean that, but I'm getting messages left and right.
That's fine. So that's the thing. So it's really putting in that perspective that women in this age doesn't have any say.
Yeah.
Or they're very low in terms of the rights.
Yeah.
But what they did change in the show is that they made it look like it's a Rhaenys versus Viserys kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes it easier for us to digest for the show.
Exactly.
There's so many small changes
Yeah.
in the from the books
Yeah.
in the show, which actually made the show much better.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's much better than the books.
Yes.
One big example is Viserys. You know, Viserys here. There's so many people who were in love with the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you read the books, Viserys is useless.
Yeah. He's pathetic. He's a nobody.
They made some illustrations of the characters. Particularly, they made Viserys fat. Actually,
Yes. In the books, he's fat
He
and
is.
he has gout.
they call it the
Yes.
accountant's disease.
Oh, I'm an accountant. Thank you. So then what happens? But he cut himself on the Iron Throne, and that's
Yeah.
the reason why he died.
Yeah.
Because there's a wound that doesn't heal.
Yeah.
There's a couple of. So we call that in the modern age
Tetanus.
anemic.
Tetanus.
No, he's anemic.
He's anemic.
Yeah. No, wait, that's different.
No,
he's
there's-
he had leprosy.
In the series, yes. So that's
In the series,
that's
he
a
did.
sickness.
But what did what? That's his thing. In this, so technically, it's leprosy.
Yes, it's leprosy, but in the books he's just fat,
Yeah.
and the reason he died is he got cut from the throne. You know that this because of the sword. It's made of swords.
Yeah.
So if there's a wound that didn't heal, probably because of tetanus. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that could have been right.
Yeah, that could have been the reason, and that's why he died.
And was the wound small or big? I feel like it was
It wouldn't
small.
matter. It wouldn't matter
Because it doesn't heal.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter because think of it this way: you have a bunch of swords that possibly have rusted over hundreds of years. Okay, so what do you think would have happened if you sit on that throne? It's like the biggest health problem in history.
Yeah. So Cold Float. So we have a comment from Twitch. Cold Float says, "Yeah, in the books he struggles to climb the throne because of being overweight, not because
my
of
God.
leprosy."
Are you serious?
Yes. So in the show he keeps getting thinner and thinner.
Yeah,
In the books it keeps getting fatter and fatter.
and he lost an eye. Part of his face got open. And what else? What else did he lose?
What else did he lose?
Huh?
What else did he lose?
He lost his arm.
No, he didn't lose his arm.
No, in the show.
No, he didn't lose his arm. in
Are
the
you
show.
no, his left arm.
Did
in
he
the,
lose his arm?
In the 6th episode, he doesn't have a left arm.
I don't know, debatable.
Viserys,
Yeah, Viserys.
Talking about Viserys
the
here.
king.
Yeah,
He didn't lose an arm.
he in the 6th episode he doesn't have a left arm.
No, I think he's just limp. It's okay. Doesn't matter.
He uses
He's
the cane.
struggling
He uses
to
the
work.
cane. He uses
Yeah,
the
he's struggling to walk. It's fine.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
So, what do we have?
Yeah, he lost his arm where he cut himself on the throne. There you go. That's Cold Float. Thanks, Cold Float.
Are we getting lots of comments now?
Yeah, we're getting comments from Cold Float.
Who's Cold Float?
From
Cold
Twitch.
float.
That's
Thanks
a
for the
nice name,
comments.
Cold Float. Thanks for commenting, Cold
Thank you
Float.
for the comments.
Yes. All right. So, yeah. Did he really lose his arm? I mean, I didn't see that.
Yeah, not in the series, I guess, but in the books.
Could be in the books.
In
Yeah.
the show, when he was carrying Rhaenyra and Rhaenyra's newborn boy, he was carrying him with only one arm, his
Oh,
right,
right.
remember?
Okay.
And then that's why his sleeve was like, empty.
That could have been it.
Coke float. So his name is Coke Float because Coke Float was taken already.
What was it?
Coke Float.
Coke float.
So his name is Cold Float because Coke Float has been taken.
like
Nice.
root beer float.
Oh yeah.
Nice. I'm pretty sure root beer float was taken as well.
Yeah, most like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then going back. So Viserys. Yes, those are the sort of the key. One of the key differences.
Yeah.
So he was well loved in the series, which was really good, and that's why GRM made that comment. He said, Paddy's role or Paddy's acting of representation of Viserys was better than what he did in the books, because in the books he was really useless because during this age it was an age of peace.
Yeah.
So in this book, in his reign, all he did was party. So lots of parties. Yes, seriously,
Alright,
that's
it
why he
was
got fat.
Alright, that's expected.
Yeah.
No, that's expected. Some kings, they get extremely irresponsible.
Yeah.
Let's take one prime example. Joffrey.
Yeah.
Joffrey.
The most responsible ruler of Westeros.
Do that. Do it, please. Say it again.
The most responsible.
No. You have to
yeah,
lift. You have to
the
lift.
most responsible ruler of
You have
Westeros.
to do it like this.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Joffrey was a prime example of the most irresponsible, most hated king
Yeah.
ever made. At least we can assume, we can at least see with Viserys, he at least kept order. He gave the gold cloaks to Daemon. He kept the proper Kingsguard. He actually attends meetings with full attention.
And he wasn't violent.
Oh, there's no.
Well, there's no.
There's nothing. There's no wars.
Well, there's no wars for
Yeah,
him to
that's-
be violent.
No, but with Joffrey, like, you remember how he killed the
by the way-
horse? He killed the horse just like that, like.
By the way, there's something you should know about Joffrey. Remember, always remember this. You see, there's a genetic thing when it comes to people who are wedded by siblings.
Yeah.
When you get kids like that, there's possible retardation, possible madness, psychological problems.
Are you serious? But is that present in Game of Thrones? Was it present?
Yes.
Dude, of course.
You see it in Joffrey every time.
No, but did was that confirmed by who made
By
the...
look, by standard scientific understanding, from what we know about inbreeding, okay, you see it, and also, Joffrey is not the only example. There are two other examples.
his siblings?
Not his siblings.
Who?
Other people.
Daenerys.
Daenerys and Viserys.
Viserys.
Her brother.
Yeah, that's.
Now we notice the day he died. Notice you see some of the famous Targaryen madness.
Yeah.
And of course, we see the Targaryen madness finally broke Daenerys in the final episodes.
But that I don't count her madness to be like, let's say, logical, because the show
Of
was
course,
rushed.
of
It was
course.
rushed.
That may now.
That's right.
Now I would agree. I agree with you. First time ever, I agree with Aziz. I can't believe this is happening. I mean,
So Cold Float is saying, yeah, there's a saying that the gods flip a coin every time.
every time
a
a Targaryen is born.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
And in this case, it's like.
Do we forget to do our own intros?
Mhm.
We forgot to do our intros?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
the song. it's
Yeah,
fine,
it's
song.
You know, we'll end it that way.
Yeah,
No, no one saw it. No
we
one
need to
later.
introduce ourselves.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
know?
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
made me do
Don't
the intro.
worry,
That's
it's-
why.
It's fine. It's
man,
fine.
I didn't get. I needed time to get the links out
Share.
there and share.
Fine.
You know?
Okay.
I blame our tech guy. Sorry, we love our tech guy. We love our tech guy. Please don't cancel the live. All right.
Going back with Viserys, and his rule.
By
like,
the way, people, in streams like this, the tech guy is God.
Yeah, he can.
Never piss off your tech guy.
Yeah, he can kill
Love
the stream at the moment.
Love him.
So yeah.
So yeah, every time a Targaryen is born,
the gods flip a coin.
Yeah, and they flipped like it's what, 30% in this during this age, 30%, 70% pass or what?
let's think of it this way. When it comes to Targaryen madness, it was skipped from Rhaenyra and Daemon. Okay. You see-
And Viserys too, right? Their
and
father.
Viserys too. Yes.
Yeah.
Why? because the whole Targaryen inbreeding thing skipped a couple of generations.
Yeah.
It's
It,
not.
it stopped. I think they stopped it after Aegon the First,
The conqueror.
the Conqueror. Now, he married two wives, and they were his sisters.
Yeah, his sisters. But was that the case in the show too?
Of course, dude.
the show,
Ever,
show
no,
world?
ever since when they started the whole Cersei and Jaime
thing, yeah.
yeah. Then and when it came to Targaryens, immediately, before the show came out, and they showed a preview, a teaser trailer of this show being called The House of Dragons, and they immediately knew that, and the notes of when Cersei told Ned Stark, Targaryens were brother and sister to keep the blood pure.
Yeah.
All right. Without a doubt, people kept saying, "Oh, there's so much incest gonna happen." Now, of course, we know that Aegon married his sisters. Fine, yes, we get that. That's a story, all right. But then they continued the whole thing when, let's say, there were small hints here and there with Daemon and Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Now, eventually, they did get married.
Yeah.
All right. Now, there's nothing telling us that we should or should not say about how the Targaryen madness is spread, basically. But here's another thing. You see, Viserys, and Rhaegar Targaryen's mother and father were both siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say it skipped Rhaegar. We don't know, basically.
Yeah, we don't know because we only saw him like once.
We only seen him in like one or two scenes.
Yeah.
Right? But he was always mentioned as a fair fighter, a great fighter.
Yeah, honorable. I think honorable too.
Yes.
I think he's like Ned Stark, a Ned Stark version, but
Of a
but,
Targaryen?
Yeah, of a Targaryen basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Without the beers and ale. And,
Yeah.
But yes. So that's at least the take of the Targaryen madness. We're not gonna, I think, see it, but we're gonna see rage.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not madness that killed the Targaryen line here. It's actually the disabilities and a lot of, what do you call this? The failed births.
Yeah, the failed
The
births,
miscarriages.
Yeah, with Viserys and his late wife.
Yeah,
Everyone had lots of
Miscarriages, yeah.
Basically, even Daemon.
Did Rhaenyra have miscarriages?
Yeah, the final episode.
yeah, it's a miscarriage festival. No, seriously, like Viserys, Daemon, even Rhaenyra, Rhaenyra had a miscarriage. Her last baby.
Was a boy too. Yeah, the last boy by Daemon as well. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing though. Daemon is my favorite character. Seriously, my favorite character. And that thing he did when he helped Viserys, I cried. When he helped him to the throne. The music and everything was like that moment when he helped his brother to the throne.
Wasn't that
That
the
said
most?
everything, right?
Wasn't that
You haven't seen it yet.
improvised? It was improvised, right? I think it was.
Yeah, it was improvised.
What do you mean?
That scene was improvised.
Yes, it was improvised.
Wow.
The crown fell, but then they went with it.
Yeah,
They went with it. It worked. It worked, didn't it?
it worked really
Yeah.
well. But to be honest, I still feel that Daemon, he's a very selfish dude.
He's not.
I mean,
not.
he's likable. People like him.
Yeah.
But if you look through all the deeds that he's done from the very beginning, it's all
Selfish.
It's all for his benefit. Like marrying, I don't know.
She was an errand.
Almost deflowering Rhaenyra.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
With the intention of marrying her. That was the whole point, because once your maidenhead is loose, you're no good to anybody. You can't be wed to any other houses.
In the end, that didn't even matter. She lost her virginity to Kristen Cole.
Yeah, but
that
no
very
one-
same night.
No one knew. Everyone
Of course, no one knew except
except her.
Viserys.
Viserys. I mean, it's like there wasn't a confirmation. Like they didn't see, like it's like Varys and his little birds in Game of Thrones. Like Otto had his little birds. One little bird.
Otto Hightower.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that guy for
Yeah.
a minute. That guy is not only the hand of the king, but also his ambition is limitless.
Scheming son of a.
Yeah. But
Say
he's
it honestly. No one's going to disagree with you.
No, but he's second tier compared to the most scheming guy in this series,
Who is?
Who is?
Larry Strong.
Oh, that guy. That guy. He burned his brother and father.
Yeah.
His father was the former hand of the king. And then Otto Hightower came back. And he said he did it for the queen. For Alicent.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, it sort of does in a way that, because there's already whispers from everyone that Rhaenyra has the strongest house
Yes.
because there's so many strongs there. The three sons are strongs.
Yeah.
There are three strongs.
Yeah.
So the deaths can't be linked to him. Of course, we know that he's the one who killed them.
Yes.
But people will think that, oh, this lady, because there's a challenge now on her what do you call this, throne, ascension to the throne, that she needs to kill the evidence that links her and her sons to the Strongs. Yes, so it makes sense.
This is a problem. So that means this is the problem with the drama of Game of Thrones. You can never know what's gonna happen every day of every episode.
Yeah.
Are we getting any comments or anything?
Yeah, no. So Colto just saying Paddy Cossadine deserves an Emmy because you mentioned that you like Daemon, so he likes Viserys. So which I did mention the Viserys in the series is much better than the books.
Indeed.
I mean, can you say that? Because a book is a book and a show is a show. A show is based off visuals.
Remember, George R.R. Martin said that. Sorry, what was his name again? Paddy
Cossadine, yeah.
Paddy what?
Paddy Cossadine.
Paddy Cossadine. His adaptation and interpretation of
Viserys
was better than the books.
I mean, can they say that? Because like a book is a book, and the
who's can they? It was he. It was George R.R. Martin. He created the books.
I know.
He wrote the books, and when he saw it, and he saw his creation come to life in the form of an actor, that's it.
But
he was convinced.
But a book is like it's like you're showing the people your world with words.
Yes.
And then a show you're showing people the world with words and visually too.
You know, you're lacking imagination by saying that. Exactly.
Because it's like different, you know. What I mean?
Of course, it's different.
I mean,
when you read a book, you have to imagine it with your mind.
Yeah.
Think of it this way: it's different when you read a book full of words, a manga, a comic book, a TV show, a movie. There's hundreds of thousands of interpretations everywhere about something. You know how many times they made a Romeo and Juliet movie? You know how many times they made a Spider-Man movie? You know
so many, like nine.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and they're all different. You know?
Yeah.
Do you know that there was a Japanese Spider-Man?
No.
Yes.
I didn't know.
And
That's the
Which
first
one?
time.
The live action one.
Yes, and he had a and he had a robot too. Right, for some reason, Spider-Man has a robot.
Like, I don't think that it makes sense for George R.R. Martin to compare the Viserys of the show to the Viserys of the books.
Why?
Because it's a different form of media. A show, it's like,
Of course.
you know what I mean? That's why.
Look, when you have a final product, then you can judge. You know? When
But-
you have a final product,
Those-
you can judge. You know, when the show, like, think of it this way: when he is shooting a scene, it's still raw footage.
Yeah.
Right. But when you finish the footage, go into fine tunings, the sound, the
Editing.
music, when it looks perfect,
Yeah.
that's when you can judge your creation.
Dude, I just mentioned Viserys in the books is a partying fat bastard. So if people are so emotionally invested to this character in the series, that means they've made a big change, which made a big impact to the series.
But I
He's
think
beloved by audience.
But I think it's like imagine we got the Viserys version that's in the books and the show. Imagine if we got that instead of what's now.
By the way, do we have any pictures on or something? Oh, we have. Oh, okay, great. So let's when it comes to the dragons, we'll come to that later.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Alright.
Cold Thought is saying that feet scene was unexpected though. Talking about Larys Strong, the feet scene.
I don't want to get into that.
Yeah, that was
That foot fetish was, and how compliant was the queen to it?
Yeah, she's at her beck and call, right? So he's a very good schemer.
Yeah,
That's one thing you could say
but
about him.
He's getting something out of it.
Yes, of course you need to get something out
Weird
of it.
fetish, but here.
So not just power, you also want to see the queen's feet because they're very pretty. To all those people who has food fetishes, maybe they can.
Let's show. Boy. Do you want to tell
Okay.
you what he meant?
What does he mean?
Oh, you haven't seen that
No,
episode?
haven't.
Or do you want me to spoil it for you?
Actually,
or-
it's okay. Don't spoil it.
just trust me.
Feet.
Yeah, there's a foot fetish, which apparently makes no sense.
Yeah, they just added that. It's not in the books, so they just
Of course,
they're
yeah,
adding lots of flavor.
they
the
had
series.
and they had to add that for someone who has a broken foot.
Broken foot.
Well, yeah, what was Larys Strong?
Larys. Oh yeah. So maybe he misses his foot.
He misses his foot, huh?
He wants to see the purest.
Yeah, he
feet
has
of
a
all.
limb.
A queen's foot.
It's called clubfoot actually. He's called clubfoot in the books.
Really?
Even here, I think.
That
His
is
nickname.
That's ironic.
So it's like little finger.
Clubfoot.
That's ironic, you know, if he's called Clubfoot.
Clubfoot.
All right.
But anyways, going with Viserys, which I was talking about. Imagine if we got the version that was.
you're gonna be on this forever, aren't you? My God, man, just get it already through your thick head. All right. You had an adaptation in the book. There's an adaptation in the TV show. They both came together. And of course, think of it this way: if we did it the same way with the
books.
we wouldn't see a good vision of Viserys.
I mean, is that true? Is that what you know or what you think?
That's what we think.
So-
We can't exactly know unless we talk to the actor or George R. Martin himself. And if that ever happens,
It's
I'll answer your question.
you see how boring his life is. So you know Aegon the Conqueror. They call
Yeah.
him Aegon the Conqueror when
Yes.
he died. You've got Maegor the Cruel,
Yes.
for example.
Yeah.
You've got Jaehaerys the Old.
The old really?
No, they call him the
Yeah.
Old, but then he was the conciliator.
And then
Jaehaerys,
Baelor the Blessed.
Bear the Blessed.
Yeah, he's one
so-
who didn't eat food or anything else.
So Viserys is called Viserys the Peaceful.
Everyone has nicknames.
So what
And
would,
of course, there's the Mad King.
The Mad King, yeah.
so what would they call you, Aziz? Aziz the what?
Aziz the.
The Fortnite Master.
Aziz the Fortnite.
Fortnite lover.
Aziz, no,
the
the-
Knight
the-
of Ford.
They'll call me.
Yeah.
They'll call me Aziz, the immortal king of Westeros. Oh yeah. There's
Wow.
only one ruler.
Someone's
The-
overcompensating.
That's so lame, dude.
And in your dreams.
The
All right.
undying. Oh,
Now, since someone's, all right, so, all right, how about we take a small segment here, and I'll Google. You give me names of any of the characters, and we'll search what nicknames they have themselves, like the Broken, the Bold, anything like that. Give me any of your characters that you think have you seen through Game of Thrones. Just let's say the next 10 characters. 10 characters, both of you. Tell me.
Next 10 characters.
Just tell me 10 characters between the both of you, like 5 from you, 5 from him, and we'll see what nicknames they have. Like we know one of Rhaenyra's nickname is the Whore of Dragonstone.
Yeah, the Whore of Dragonstone. Poor girl.
Yeah.
She was just misunderstood.
Yeah.
She should be called Rhaenyra the Misunderstood.
I mean, you have Daemon, the Rogue Prince.
All right. So like I said, give me a name of a character, and I'll give you his nickname.
You mean from the old one or from the Game of Thrones? Even from the Game of Thrones?
We'll see what we got. So your next 5 characters, Aziz. First character.
Otto.
You want Otto Hightower?
Yeah.
Okay. Otto.
Otto the
I
Hightower.
mean, does he have a nickname? Does everyone have a nickname in the world of Game of Thrones?
Well, let me see it for you now.
I think if you're a king, or if you're a High Lord, then
You get
You
a
get
nickname.
No,
Yeah.
no aliases.
No alias.
no,
huh?
no. So but Otto is a High Lord.
Yeah, he is a High Lord. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't name him. Otto the Schemer it should be named. Otto Hightower the Schemer.
Oh, let me. Yep. No, there's nothing for him here. All right. Next one.
What about Rhaenyra's
Rhaenyra.
aunt, Viserys' cousin, the queen that was not what that.
Rhaenys, the Red
Rhaenys,
Queen.
yeah.
Rhaenys. Okay.
Yeah.
Rhaenys.
Does she have a
The
one
Red
of the
Queen.
famous ones,
Really?
of course. One of the famous ones, the queen that never was.
the queen that never was? Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
That's fine.
Hold on. That's weird. Give me a minute. Lady of Dragonstone, Queen. Wait a minute.
Dude.
Give me a minute here.
Dude. So So, what do you guys think of Fortnite?
Don't make me kill you, man.
Say it's not the game of the year, but the game of the decade. The game.
Found it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make you
ju-
hurry.
Just two titles: The Queen Who Never Was and Lady Valerian.
Lady Valerian, huh?
Lady
Yeah.
Valerian.
Yeah.
Okay. The Lady Valerian. What did you think of the change in the Valerian? Because in the books they're not really black.
Yeah, they're
Or had dreadlocks.
or have
Or-
dreadlocks. I think
All
actu-
of them had dreadlocks.
I like it. It's a natural dreadlock. Who would
Yeah,
want to have a
man.
natural dreadlock as a
Yeah,
hair?
man, we're gonna sail to Dragonstone, man. We're gonna fly on see smoke, man. Yeah, I'm gonna fly by my mother's Maelys, and I'm gonna fly the Red Queen, man. That's right, brother.
But I think it works though.
Me too. I think
sound
it's
so
a good.
Yeah, it does.
It's
But
a
no,
good.
but-
Yeah, it's a good change. I like that change. To be honest, I like that change.
Well, of course, they want to bring more diversity into
Yeah.
the show, and the thing is, you can't exactly judge the actor's skill based on his skin. You know, that's what made this show particularly more diverse. Game of Thrones was, I say, less diverse.
yeah, it's like white dominated.
The only diversity they had was
Missandei and who?
no, there was no. The only diversity they had was like
the imp.
how white. Like you got different types of white.
And you've got an imp.
oh yeah.
Yeah, well, there was only one character who had an imp, and the only famous person you actually have is Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
Who else? But Peter Dinklage can play Tyrion
Yeah.
Lannister.
Tyrion Lannister.
Dude, that character's like
The only one
yeah.
who actually lived. Remember
Yeah, the
that?
only one that lived out of the
But
Lannisters.
let's get back to. All right, who's the next your next character?
Who's my next character?
Dude. Okay. So what did you like about what about the song though? Did you like the song?
The song?
Yeah, because they kept the opening song.
I do like that. It's a
all
good.
right, so we're gonna skip it to my thing now. Okay, fine. Because you picked two idiot characters. Yeah, I was an idiot to think that Aziz could pick good characters. Anyway, the theme song. I'd say it's good that they kept it. You know, it's kind of like a tradition.
Yeah,
You know.
I think so too.
I don't think it's because of tradition. I think it's like they want to attract the old audience. They want people to realize that this has to do with Game of Thrones. That this
Look,
is related.
Look, it is related to Game of Thrones. It's first of all, they kept the same font in the title itself.
Yeah.
It's called House
So
of the
the
Dragon.
Dragon.
Okay, and it's called Game of Thrones House of the Dragon or something like that. You
I
know?
think they also kept that in because of nostalgia. They wanted people to come back just because.
Well,
because
of course,
yeah.
Game of Thrones is one of the most iconic TV shows in history now.
It was-
okay?
Yeah.
Regardless of what happened.
Regardless of whatever happened. Yes, and for the love of God, if you say remake a petition season 7, 8, and 6, I will literally throw this mic at you. For those of you who don't know, Aziz before the stream mentioned that he wanted to put a petition to remake, and honestly, he knows that it's been remade, but he thinks he's gonna do better. So good luck to him.
I think I'm gonna do after the stream. I'm gonna do a petition.
All right,
Yeah,
fine,
okay.
make it.
More power to you, man.
Yeah, good luck. Never gonna happen. All right.
Imagine me being in the world of Game of Thrones. Imagine they put me in the show as like one of the contestants for the Iron Throne. Like I'm like from the. If they it would make sense if I was like from the like you know like one of the Martells. Imagine they make it this like it's like Abdulaziz the really
Do not say you're the Viper.
Abdulaziz the really stubborn.
No, without a
Abdulaziz
doubt,
is stubborn.
you'd be a sand. You'd be a sand.
Cast your luck
And
with the
stones.
pennies.
We went
Stones.
offline.
Oh no, really?
What?
Are you sure?
Really?
On to
Why? What happened?
Hold on.
We did officially go offline?
Where? And
Went from 40 minutes to 0, 0.
Yeah, it got cut off, so it's creating a new video on Twitch. It's fine. It's okay. We can continue. It's
On
alright.
Twitch,
Okay,
but on
so
YouTube
we're-
it's fine,
we're
right?
st-
Yeah, on
apparently-
YouTube it's fine.
we're still good on YouTube.
So you like the music? You like keeping the
Yes.
music?
Yeah,
yes,
I
so
like-
I like the theme. The fact that they kept the
Music.
the tradition of the theme in in House of the Dragon.
I thought it made sense. Lots of people hated it. They thought there has to be an original song. Maybe they wanted to top the old one, but how can you top the old one?
It's
You
so
can't.
yeah hard.
You can't think of it this way. There's classics. You know.
And nostalgia. They wanted
Yeah,
to.
what do you understand from the word classics? You know, when did Game of Thrones start? 2012.
11 actually.
No, it was 12.
No, it was 11. If you check now, it's gonna be 2011.
Regardless, it's fine. Whichever date it is, whichever year.
Yeah, all right. So I'm
Tomato,
checking.
tomato.
Yeah, I'm checking. We're still good on YouTube.
Hakuna Matata, right?
Hakuna Matata.
Do not use that, but okay. All right, so we're still good on YouTube. Alhamdulillah. All right. So. What was it? Yes.
Yeah, classics.
Classics. By the way, how far are we in? Just
Like 45 minutes.
oh, so we got time.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought we went longer.
We've got all the time in the world.
We got 7 people watching.
No, we got 10 people watching.
We've got 8 actually.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you for watching. I'm gonna cry.
Rock and roll, right?
Dude. So you
Fine.
classics.
What
You're
Are
explaining.
you Tim now?
You're explaining classics.
Okay, fine. So I think, in my opinion, it's better to actually keep the old theme song. You actually can relate to the old show, regardless if it's regardless if this new show is a prequel. All right. So it's better to keep. It's part of the franchise. To be part of the, believe it or not, if you're part of the Game of Thrones franchise, in some way, you actually will succeed. People already thought that this show may tank because of the fact of certain controversies here and there. You know, they would do the same thing they did to
Game of Thrones.
Yes.
As in, like in the last 2 seasons.
Now the thing is, this show just got 1 season.
Yeah.
Now, regardless of the leak of the finale, which I think was horrible, by the way, there was no point to give it like another 24 hours. Come
It's
on.
fine. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, even if it was leaked, just don't look at the leak.
Yeah, just
Turn off your phone.
Yeah.
You
Do
can
know-
just skip it. It's like
Do you know that there are some streaming services here? My nephew, he likes to watch football, but he doesn't want to watch the phone. He doesn't listen to them because everybody just spoils the scores and the stats
Yeah.
for him during the football game. So you see, that's the problem with our age now.
But
By
you can turn off notifications.
You can turn off notifications, but the problem is you won't stop looking at certain points when it comes to spoilers.
Like I've learned to like skip
I think-
spoilers.
You can skip spoilers, but here's the thing: you can't stop spoilers.
Yeah, you can. That's true. You
And
can.
think of it this way: you're gonna get a notification on, let's say there was a post. You want to look at it.
Yeah.
Like you got a notification from a post of IGN.com, GameSpot, or any of those other places. All right, you're gonna look at it. All right, and there's a spoiler from the TV show.
Yeah, and dude, seriously, this is a book. You can just read a book. So if you want spoilers, you could have spoiled yourself like
And
10
we're still-
episodes back.
And we're still in season 1.
True.
So and we've how many years did we do? 15 years?
In Game of Thrones.
No, in House of the Dragon. What are we talking about?
Oh, I thought you're talking about like how long did Game of Thrones run for?
No, how long did it's not. I'm talking about how long was the timeline of House of the Dragon from the beginning till the end of
I
season 1.
think if you count
15
from
years, right?
92,
Yeah.
from 92 AC, no, 92 AC, 50 years? No, 92 AC.
15.
No, so it's gonna be 92 AC to 131 AC.
Like 40. Wow, that's like 40 years.
Yeah, about.
Wait. You're talking about from the beginning and the end of the book.
No, from
The show.
No, from the show.
Wow, that's
No,
a long time.
no. So that's from when Viserys. Sorry, not Viserys. Like Daemon and who's the other guy? Viserys and Daemon has been born. Up until the end. Up until the end, which I don't want to spoil.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the timeline. When did when did House of Dragon begin, and when did it end? During the season 1. So I'd say the timeline would be what, 15 years?
Yeah, about. So Geeky
Yes.
and Riki saying, "Lol, you can't skip spoilers if they pop up on your internet homepage when it opens." That happened to me this week.
And Tim mentioned this a couple of times. Thank you, Geeky and Riki. So he said this. He wanted to watch the finale without people actually spoiling for him, but then he got notifications.
What can you do? I mean, you just have.
You can't. Yeah, the problem is we are in an age where everything is connected. Everything is media. You know, GameSpot, IGN.com. Who else? Who else?
Game.
Game of Thrones,
CNN.
HB
CNN also spoils.
HBO. CNN Sports.
Yeah, actually, do they do shows? Do they do like reviews on shows or what? Or just a news channel? It's just a news channel, right? Imagine CNN talking about Game of Thrones, like talking about like an episode of Game of Thrones.
That sucks, dude. I mean, if your news feed, if you're one of your friends,
Yeah.
just says, "Oh, the ending is this," blah 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 blah. Then
I think we should have put in "may contain spoilers" on the title of our show today.
If someone spoils like House of Dragon for me,
Huh?
It's
It's there.
300 years, isn't it? It's 300 years, I think, from the time before
Guys, we
Aerys
got
the
9 people
Second's-
watching our show.
before Aerys II's
look,
reign.
if a friend spoils an episode of House of the Dragon, I'm gonna take out a bazooka and fire it at him.
I'd like to see you actually fire a bazooka. The same Fortnite.
Should we mention spoiler alert in our podcast?
It has.
It has spoiler alert.
Contains spoilers.
Contains spoilers, major spoilers. Okay.
It's
Right.
not about House of the Dragon. Spoilers about like the MCU.
Dude,
Hey, I'd like to apologize to you for bringing him in. You know, because I met you after I met him.
I'm just gonna say, I forget. It's okay.
Yeah, we'll leave that after
Okay.
the podcast.
Okay.
After the podcast.
Moving on.
Yes,
Where
yes,
were
yes.
we? Where were we?
I have no idea anymore.
We got lost.
The years, how long the
yeah,
House
so
of Dragon?
so I'd say about 15 years for the
first season.
The timeline.
Yeah,
The timeline from the
Oh,
beginning.
the time skips.
yeah.
Yeah, the time. Yes, the time skips.
It's like 15 years,
What do
I
you
think.
think of the time skips, by the way?
I like it. I like it so much.
Were they convenient?
No, I think they were placed nicely. I
That's
haven't.
what I mean. Were they convenient for time placement and everything? I mean, do you think they skipped a lot of details, or they were perfectly
No,
placed?
I think they're perfectly aligned. So the way the book works, it's like a history book.
Yes.
So it's not a proper novel where you have characters and then dialogue and narratives. It's not like that.
Exactly.
It's just purely
The
narrative.
one book would be thousands upon thousands of pages, for example, if you're talking about the day-to-day lives.
Yeah.
So I think the time skips, as you said, Lodi One Kenobi, were perfectly placed.
yeah. So
By
they
the way, I'm Sengoku QTR. That's Aziz the Hobbit.
Oh,
Lodi One Kenobi.
No,
There, the intro's done.
you don't. You guys, I'm now gonna change my name from Aziz the Hobbit to the real one. Just call me the real one. Like the real one.
Okay, Geeky and Riki say people should know not to title their article with a spoiler. They had so many hate messages. Yeah.
Is it talking about us or?
No, I mean
Like in general.
In general. So if you're gonna say Lucerys dies, in Lucerys dies in the in season 8. Season 1, episode 10, right? So you can't put that as your headliner.
Well, no, it was season. It was in episode 8. Episode 8, yeah.
Are we in episode 8? Is it just episode 8 episodes? Is it?
Well, he died in episode 8.
Lucerys.
Huh?
Lucerys.
Lucerys. I thought you said Viserys.
Oh
Sorry.
no, Lucerys.
Yeah,
Lucerys.
Lucerys. Wait, Lucerys was the one who was riding Arax, right?
Yes.
No, I don't think he died.
No, he died. He's
the,
dead.
The dragon didn't eat him, did he?
Yeah,
Did
he got eaten.
No, I think he fell.
Oh, yeah, he fell, but he's dead. that much is certain, 100%.
He grabbed like at the end of a cliff. Imagine like.
Well, trust me on this. I don't think that. I don't know. I just think he's not dead.
No, he's dead. He
Alright,
is
fine.
dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
Okay. Trust the guy who read the book.
Oh, he is. Really? Is he really dead? Damn.
Done. Yeah.
Just
done.
damn. That was brutal.
There was one more question. You know.
I gotta tell my wife I'm sorry now.
Yeah, tell your wife.
I actually told her. You know how many times we actually went through the scene when Vhagar ate Arax?
Mm.
Yeah, we went through it a couple of times. I thought I saw a piece of.
Meat.
No, not the meat.
Service meat.
No, I saw Lucerys just falling with his cape twirling. In front of him.
No, dude. He's dead. It's the viscera of. You're looking at the viscera of Arix or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. There's one more question actually. You know, Daemon when he was fighting the Crab King.
Yeah.
Yes.
They said the Crab King has grayscale.
That
I forgot
explains
about
it.
that. I forgot
That explains
his skin,
It.
how he looks. Yeah.
Yeah, but then what they're saying is grayscale. It's contagious.
So,
So Damon might have it. You think?
wait,
Oh yeah.
wait, did he grab him?
He
Of
did.
course he grabbed him.
Yeah, he.
When
No, he even
cut
pulled
off,
him. He
Did
touched
you see
him
his
too.
face? His face and whole body was
blood.
covered
He
with
was
blood.
wearing gloves and everything like that.
No, but he would have come in through eyeballs or something.
But that.
The question is, whose blood is that? Is that the blood of the crab
It
king
is the
or
blood
someone
of the
else?
crab.
Maybe there was someone
here's
else.
All right, so let's speculate on this. All right, so Daemon went to the cave to kill the Crab King,
He cut him in half and
and he cut off his head.
Not his head.
no, his in half.
His
Oh, yeah,
torso.
he cut
His
off- he cut off
torso.
his torso. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got that. All right, so he cut off his torso. Now,
Like, I wonder how did he do that? Like in one slash, did he do that?
dude, he's Daemon.
That's all the explanation you need. He's Daemon Targaryen. That's
You need
it.
More. It's in the name. He's
Yeah.
Daemon Targaryen, and also it requires a perfectly sliced vertical, like diagonal slice for you to go that far. It's not a matter of strength. It's also a matter of how sharp your
Technique, yeah.
Can I finish
Yeah, 'cause-
my sentence?
Because I thought
When
I
it
had.
comes to swords, I'm an expert. Okay?
Dude, Samurai Jack trained me. I mean, trained me. Samurai Jack trained me. Or no,
Continue.
continue.
I can't.
So Shield Manager is saying cut the torso. That's how to kill crabs. I thought you kill crabs by opening them in half.
Yeah.
I think that's what he did.
Yeah, I think it's just.
Yeah, well.
It's like,
Well,
true.
basically, cut him in half.
it's like
in
an
a way.
homage. It's like. What's
Okay.
Listen, Tracy Morgan.
Okay, continue.
So he cut. So I'd say it was a perfectly placed diagonal slice, and his sword was very sharp, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Valerian
But it
steel.
was
Valer-
Valerian
yeah.
steel, yeah, dude.
Remember, Valerian steel cuts clean.
Mm.
Remember Rhaenyra's cut by that dagger.
Mm.
Sure, it was a clean cut. So, whatever. Valerian steel is sharp as hell, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unmatched.
That's why.
That's why they do it. That's why they. But they're back then. Valerian steel is like that. You know, you can find it anywhere.
When Daemon mentioned Valeria, old Valeria, in
Yeah.
episode 6 of House of the Dragon,
Yeah.
it made me want to see Valeria even more. Like, I really want to see
This
it.
is a topic that I think should have been brought up a while back. If they were going to do a prequel about the House of the Dragon, the Targaryens, in my opinion, I think they should have done
Valeria.
Old
Aegon's
Valeria?
no
Aegon's Conquest.
Aegon's Conquest, Aegon's Landing, Balerion the Dread.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you should have seen Valerian the Dread.
Yeah, I
in
wish
his,
That,
in his
that,
prime.
that entire skull. And I think the last rider was Viserys.
Yeah,
Viserys
to
was-
write him.
to ride Balerion.
yeah, he was the last king to ride Valerian.
Yeah.
Then Valerian died of old age.
Really?
No, really, yeah.
Look, yeah, I feel like if they were to do a show based on the Targaryens,
Yeah,
They
they would
would've-
have gone with Aegon. this
yeah,
time.
why didn't they do it with Aegon, like his conquest?
I think it would have been too much detail. They'd have to. I think they were.
Would have taken too long, huh?
We can't be sure. I mean, I can't believe. I don't even.
Less
wanna-
representation.
maybe George R. R. Martin didn't put it
Approve, huh?
there. No, maybe he didn't. Did he even? Well, you read the books, right?
Yeah, I read a book,
Did we-
but I think it's. I don't know. Maybe it's more. There's more controversy.
Was there? Were they only mentioning backstories of Aegon the Conqueror, or was it just?
Or they?
Yeah, no, they
telling-
were-
Was
They-
it just? Not like
They
were-
mentioned the backstory of Aegon
That's what I mean.
Conqueror.
They only mentioned him.
So they
was
weren't.
was there in detail, full details about
Yeah.
the days of
Yes,
Aegon?
yes.
Really?
Yes, it's a history. It's like as I said, it's like reading history books. You're like reading the history of the Targaryens.
So
Yeah.
they could have
So
done that.
including Aegon's conquest, his motivations, his discussions with the great lords, and how he united the Seven Kingdoms, except for the Dornish people.
Oh yeah,
They-
those guys.
They were never able. They were never able. Never. It was one of the great what do you call this battles.
Even the kings,
between the-
even in the kings in the north, they were too stubborn to bow to Aegon.
Yeah, they just bowed to Aegon, but the Dornish they
They were-
didn't.
No, they were too stubborn to bow to Aegon.
Oh,
they
no.
eventually did.
No, they did.
Which northern king bowed to Aegon, basically?
I don't remember if it's
But he was
Brandon.
but he was a
Stark?
Stark.
Yeah,
But
it
he was a Stark, right?
Yeah, yeah. But
He was related to Hodor. He was related to.
but he just
he was.
he just gave the keys to
Give me your phone.
Winterfell. He just
Give me
gave the
your
keys to Winterfell.
You're fine.
So, dude,
Hold on.
dude,
Let me vent.
dude. Going back to this. Sorry, we just keep on skipping to so many because there's so many good stuff.
Yeah.
But just going back to this Daemon, what do you think? Do you think it's gonna be a plot point with Daemon? It's. I'll tell
It
you, in the
is.
books, it's not. So in the books, that
Mhm.
grayscale,
Isn't.
I think they put it as an effect just to give the Crab King some sort of menacing look.
Yeah.
But I think it would be nice if they included it as part of a plot.
I mean,
That
can
sort
they?
of he grows grayscale and probably reduces. I don't know. It could be a plot point somehow.
I mean, how does someone get affected with the grayscale from someone else?
So there's
Simple scratch. Remember?
a simple scratch.
Yeah,
Simple scratch. You saw Mormont?
yeah,
Jorah
Yeah.
Mormont?
Yeah.
Yeah. A simple scratch just got him grayscale. It took it a while for him to actually start
Manifest, yeah.
covering his body.
So how long
It
will
covered
it?
only
Yeah.
part of his body, and I think only the torso. It didn't fully go through. That's why Sam was able to treat him, but the treatment was painful.
Yeah.
You had to cut off the grayscale. Just simply cut it off, just like you're cutting a piece of skin.
But like, can they do that? Can they do the grayscale plot with Daemon? Because does he show signs of grayscale? in
No,
the show
he
so
hasn't.
far?
Actually, I don't think it will ever come out
Because
The books
it's
never
so
said
long.
anything about him
There's
possibly
been a
getting
lot
his
of
grayscale, huh?
yeah. There's
Time.
been lots of time skips already.
Yeah.
You should
So
have had
they-
it already.
Yeah. So they
It's
can't.
been years.
Yeah.
Years since the
Crab
Rogue
King,
the Rogue
yeah.
Prince
Episode,
events.
yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think he'd do it, but it would have been a nice plot point if you included it there.
Yeah. So now let's go to the next point. What do we got?
What do we got? The death of Viserys. You want to go to the death of Viserys and the start of the
Civil War.
the start of the civil war, the peaceful diplomatic war first.
Yeah.
I'd say the whole war on treason. Everybody started. You know, Otto Hightower pisses me off. Like I think it's really to the point where I know I'm sounding like Aziz right now, but hear me out. So I think to the point that Otto Hightower, but when I say pisses me off, is that he prepared for Viserys' death immediately. You know what I mean?
Like what happened? Like, cause I didn't watch the episode. I've
Alright.
only reached the 6th episode.
So
Coldflow is asking, have you read the books? Yes, I've read the books.
only
Lodi-Wan Kenobi.
Only Lodi-Wan Kenobi.
Lodi-Wan Kenobi.
Sengoku QTR me, and Aziz did not read it. He can never read anything.
I don't.
Actually,
He
let-
thinks
let-
books
let
are not canon.
yeah. It's like saying Power Rangers was based off on Super Sentai. Oh wait, Super Sentai was based off on Power Rangers. Nobody knows that. Nobody knows what I'm talking
Like,
about.
And it's not canon.
Like, I'm not gonna read any. I'm not gonna read something that.
Don't use your voice.
Let me try to do Mickey Mouse's voice. So Donald Duck, I'm not gonna read the books if I'm not interested in the or like whose voice is that? Kind of like Barney's voice, huh?
Yeah.
Use your voice.
Like, I'm not gonna read.
Don't.
I'm not gonna read the books if I'm not interested. You know?
It's fine.
It's
Anyway.
fine. We know you can't read anyway.
That's fine. So you were saying.
All right, so Otto Hightower was already prepared for the ascension of Aegon immediately the moment that Viserys would die. He was already plotting for Rhaenyra not to take the throne.
Yeah, but the thing
And
is,
you know when... it wasn't just that time. He was already plotting for it the day that Aegon was born.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, that has been his plan. But you know, because there was this party right before the death of Viserys, where
Yeah.
everyone was reconciling, and even Alicent was saying, "Oh, my good queen, I toast to you, to our future queen." She was,
And even Rhaenyra apologized.
yeah, which is fine.
They reconciled.
They reconciled, yeah.
But in the end, because of Viserys' death, everybody...
But-
And that one thing that happened. The
You know-
final line he said before he died. When he said it to Alicent.
That whisper,
That whisper.
yeah.
He told her about the Prince of Fire and Ice. She thought that he meant that Aegon should be king. But in fact, he was talking about Aegon the Conqueror.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aegon the Conqueror. He probably thought that she was Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
maybe
time.
he was hallucinating.
He was.
that- Yeah.
He already
was.
was. He was hallucinating.
Was it true? Was he
Yeah,
hallucinating?
it was in episode 8. He was hallucinating before the moment he died. All right. He thought that Alicent was Rhaenyra.
And then?
Alicent mistook the entire thing
But
And
what did Viserys say exactly to
the
her?
Prince of Fire and Ice, Aegon the Conqueror's dream vision, and things like that.
To be
So
fair,
she misunderstood.
to be
huh?
fair, well, there are two Aegons, right? So Alicent's Aegon and
The guy,
Rhaenyra's
the
Aegon.
second-
She never thought that he was talking about Aegon the Conqueror,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he never said the Conqueror.
He just
Just
said
Aegon.
Aegon.
Aegon's vision.
Yeah. So it could be her, and he was whispering to her. So she thought that it
And
was.
look, and during the time
Aegon.
when the king is gonna be dying, you immediately assume that whoever he is talking about is gonna be either the next heir or someone else. He's not gonna be talking about someone from the past,
Yeah.
especially someone who's already long dead.
And the problem is there was no witness.
Hmm?
There was no witness. It was just
You
her.
only had the
her
word. You only had the word of Alicent.
Yes.
Yeah,
Versus the formal declaration of the king, some time back.
exactly.
Yeah, but in the books,
Yeah.
Alicent was not there, so the king just died.
So they gave her just.
Yeah, they gave her this motivation. Yeah, so because we are emotionally invested with Alicent now, right? How can you have Team Green versus Team Green
Yeah, Team Green.
versus
let's
Team
go.
Black?
Yeah. Let's.
If no one-
Let's give a look at these guys, please. All right. Yeah. Team Green and Team Black.
Team Green and Team Black. Who's
Yeah.
your team? Who's your house? So how can you have a Team Green and Team Black if everyone will hate Team Green from the very beginning? Because they were usurpers from the very beginning.
No, indeed.
Yeah.
Let's look. Actually, now that you mentioned it, let's look at this. Wow, it's actually pretty close.
Okay. What's the
count?
statistic now?
Yeah.
7 for House Targaryen, Team Black, and 6 for Team Green, House Hightower.
Wow, that's close.
Close. Come on.
Wow.
Let's go.
Who the hell voted for? Damn, you people. Who votes for?
House
know,
Green.
Team
Shield,
Green.
Shieldman H actually voted for Team Green.
I don't know if it's just trolling or he really likes Team Green.
And ironic about it, somebody here actually voted for Team Black.
Who is?
You.
And you're
You
wearing
mean Team
green.
Green.
No, you voted for Team Black.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, that's right. I did.
Here, check.
Real? Did I?
Go. Look.
Oh, I thought I voted. I do see it. I thought I
Yeah.
voted for Team Green.
No.
Well, anyway, it's
There was-
close. There's still people empathic towards Team Green for some
Without
reason.
a doubt. You know, by Team Green, not exactly what's his name, Otto Hightower. We're talking about
Alicent.
Alicent herself. you know?
Alicent, yeah.
But the problem is, she's wearing green. She's wearing green.
Yeah.
When it comes to the Hightowers, when they wear green, it means it's a sign of
War.
war.
Yeah.
There you go.
But look, how long? When does the first episode of House of the Dragon, how like the time difference between that and Aegon landing in Westeros? How long does it like? What's the time
I'll
difference?
talk to the book expert here.
Do you know?
Sorry?
What's it like in the show?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
What's the time difference?
He's saying, when did Aegon's landing happen, and when did the
Show happen. What's
yeah.
the time difference?
You know, like how many years are we talking? Decades, centuries? I'd say decades.
No, 100. So until the end of the Dance of Dragons, it's 131 years since Aegon the Conqueror.
Landed
Since
in
Aegon's
Are
conquest.
you saying that there's a possibility that Balerion the Dread was over
Yes, even
hundreds of years?
Yeah, Balerion lived during the times of Valyria. So he's the
Yeah.
oldest dragon. And of course, he died now.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's old.
Why do I want to see this dragon?
Me too. I really want to see.
But there's one dragon I'm dying to see, honestly.
Who?
You know what? Now that let's the final topic that we're going to talk about,
Yeah.
is dragons.
Yeah.
Right?
let's-
And let's make it fast, so because we want to talk about dragons. So
She, sorry, Sheed managed saying, I love rooting for the underdogs. No, they're not underdogs, Sheed managed.
they're cheaters.
Cheaters.
Underdogs should actually be fair. These underdogs are not fair.
Yeah,
in a way.
and dude, just one more question. So, what do you think of Viserys, though? His rule. I think Viserys the peaceful, but I don't think he was a good king. I think his decisions, whatever he's made,
We're bad.
led to this, the
one-
Dance of the Dragons.
I'd say one thing. I'm going to agree with Daemon in the part where, and that we saw this in the first episode, that he trusted Otto Hightower. He thought that Otto Hightower was a good man, but without a doubt, Otto Hightower hides behind the guise of a good man who's actually scheming.
Yeah, he's scheming, but he's the king. He's the one making the decisions. So if you the problem with
Like,
Viserys is
Remember, he in the end when he saw that Otto was scheming against Rhaenyra, when he sent in a spy that he went with, and then she went with Daemon, everything like that. Sometime after, he was banished.
Yeah.
He was told to resign from the hand of the king. All right, and then Strong was made the hand of the king. Good decision, by the way, because he has no investment in wanting more power. Otto did. All right. Viserys was a good king, but he made a bunch of bad decisions. One of them, getting Otto Hightower as king, hand of the king, and bringing him back after Strong died. All right. Marrying Alicent, can't say it's a good or bad decision. That's how the story goes. But
I think that's a bad decision.
Well, it's because she was connected as a daughter to Otto Hightower.
Yeah.
So that decision would have in the end been a bad one, unless she had a mind of her own.
Yeah.
She's always there consoling the king. So when Aemma died, the wife of Viserys.
The question is she consulting the king?
Consoling, you mean?
Consoling. Consoling, yes, consoling.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. In reality, is Alicent talking to the king? Or is Alicent the puppet of her father talking to the king?
It is. Well, both, you could say.
There it is. We can't be sure of the character of Alicent unless we see more character development at this point. Because we have to see more character development in the next season to understand more. But one thing we know for sure, both Alicent and Rhaenyra, they love their kids.
Yeah.
No matter how terrible they are.
Yeah.
They got it from Viserys. Viserys loved Rhaenyra so much that he was willing to sacrifice the whole kingdom to name her as
His heir.
his heir.
He said it before he died she said it before he died. In naming her the heir, he divided the kingdoms.
You did, and that's
because
true.
he made a woman a king.
Yeah. A woman, an heir, you mean?
But he had no choice at that time because he had no sons.
Yeah.
No sons.
And Daemon was Daemon. So he doesn't have a proper heir. But then, and to be honest, it's gonna look bad if you.
Daemon grew up. Let's be honest. Daemon grew up after his rogue prince days.
Yeah.
What, after the
became better.
Stepstones.
After the Stepstones, he became more humble. He just wanted to be back with his family.
Yeah.
And you know what he said? He said, "You were always my favorite."
Who?
Viserys said to Daemon, "You were always my favorite."
Yeah, because that's his only brother. He's his only brother.
Oh yeah.
so can he really say that you're my favorite?
I don't know. We don't know. Do they have more siblings? Sisters,
Was
brothers?
that his only sibling?
There was one but died
Yeah.
at birth. So there were only two of them.
So Daemon was his only sibling.
Yeah.
And he said you're my favorite.
Yeah,
Come on,
that's
can
he's his favorite.
I think in terms of heirs or something like that, or you know.
Yeah.
I thought he was joking or something. So, can we put up the pictures of the dragons, please? All right, are they on? Okay, so let's talk. Which dragon should we talk about first?
Let's talk about Dragonback.
Who?
Dragonback.
Who's Dragonback?
Rhaenyra's dragon.
Rhaenyra's Syrax.
His name is Syrax?
Yeah.
No, in the beginning of House of the Dragon, in the first episode, we see her.
That's Syrax.
Oh, I thought his name was Dragonback.
I don't know why. I don't know.
She said Viserys said over dragon back.
I thought-
as in over the back of a dragon.
I thought that was his name.
You know what? Yeah. Go. Go.
I don't know why they name it dragons like maintenance meds. Did you notice that? Syrax.
Like what? Do you mean?
Maintenance meds.
What does that mean?
Like meds, for example, for diabetes
Yeah.
and high blood pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they name it Syrax, Caraxes, everything with X.
Please don't tell me I think Vagar is what I
Arax.
think it is.
What?
Vagar.
Vagar. Mm.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about the biggest one of them all.
Vagar.
Vagar.
Yeah.
All right. Who's the current? The previous owner of Vagar was Lena Valerian.
Yeah.
The current owner is Aemon. Aemon stole her.
Yeah.
Him. Her.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Is it a her? I think it's a her.
Aemond. Who's Aemond?
Aemon.
Aegon's brother.
Aegon's brother.
brother.
Oh wow, he finally got a dragon, huh?
Yeah, but it wasn't fair.
Cause why? What happened?
No, it was fair.
Technically, he stole it.
Yeah, he stole it, but I mean, if you could ride it, if the dragon connected to you, then it's fine. That
yeah,
means.
but it's supposed to connect to you from birth.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it should go down to Lena's daughters. I mean,
Yes.
as
Yeah,
a
that's
true.
birthright
Yes.
maybe, but then
Yeah, it should go to her daughters.
Or shouldn't it go to Daemon? Because that's her husband.
Daemon controls basically who it goes to, but he can't control that who the dragon chooses.
Yeah, that's true.
So the dragon picked wrong.
yeah, you
We
picked
can see that from the events of the last episode, right?
Mm.
Yeah, the dragon went rogue.
The rogue dragon.
Duheris, and what happened? Chomp like Pac-Man. Yeah,
And he didn't even do that. He didn't even ask him to do that. He didn't even tell him to do that.
he can't. He got
Now
Vhagar
that-
just got pissed.
Yeah, no, but it was Syrax who threw
Breathe
the first,
fire.
who threw the first punch.
Yeah, but that was the command. With the command of
But both
of the series.
no, Larys said, "Serve me, go back." He said, "No, serve me," and both of them said, "Serve me." The dragons were going rogue,
Yeah.
so it makes you think. Those dragons can do it. What if that happens later on? What if that was the cause of the doom of Valeria?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what it's because the dragons went like became chaotic.
Oh yeah,
It
probably.
could. They're saying it's a natural disaster, but I'm thinking it's more of they probably just told it's a natural disaster, but I think it's infighting,
Yeah,
like what's happening now.
No,
All right. So the next dragon, let's talk. Are we done with Vhagar?
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about Caraxes. Now this one, everyone will remember for sure.
Who is Caraxes?
Who's Craxus? Daemon's dragon.
Daemon's dragon.
I thought so.
Oh, Syrax.
No,
Syraxes.
Craxus.
Craxes.
Caraxes. Okay.
What a weird name. Huh?
Syrax is Rhaenyra's dragon. Now this one's got a nice color to it. if you
Yeah,
think about it.
orange. It's different.
That's like reddish.
Like reddish orangish.
Yeah, but he's got small legs,
Slim.
very long neck.
Yeah.
I think he's perfect for like flying in corners or slipping to small places.
Yeah.
You know,
To
Even-
tight places.
especially no matter how big he is. You know, but comparison to him to Vhagar couldn't chase Syrax, right? In the last episode, because Syrax was small, but he was fast.
Yeah.
Vhagar was just big,
He was like close to Balerion.
and no one knew how.
Yeah,
big.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we don't know exactly how big Balerion.
How
was.
old is Vhagar?
Hundreds of years.
Could be,
Yeah.
considering the fact that she is the largest dragon.
Yeah, and she's born in Valeria
Yeah.
as well.
So that's
It might be close to Balerion.
Yes.
could be.
Yeah.
Could be. All right. So Caraxes was actually noticed many times, you know, like especially with Daemon in particular. But he's got a weird shape, you know. He's got small legs.
Slender, like rubbery kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, and he's
She
always
bends
got-
a lot.
Yeah,
He's kind of
got-
like
he's-
a serpent.
Snake.
Kind
he's got a
of.
snake,
Like a snake kind of thing.
neck, you know,
Yeah.
like weird. It's like he goes up and down and slithers.
Yeah, he's like a serpent.
Snake,
Yeah.
snake.
Is it a serpent, the snake, the same thing?
Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry.
She managed saying that's a pterodactyl, but Hollywood.
Who's that?
She managed. It's pterodactyl. It's a pterodactyl, but Hollywood. Okay.
Oh boy.
What does that mean? It's
Oh,
a
it's-
pterodactyl, but Hollywood.
Viserys, dragons are an illusion. We do not fully control them. A line from Viserys.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's like the people think that they control the dragons,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like
This was
a partnership.
Oh yeah, the good dragons, but you can't tell which one is which. In the end, they're all wild creatures.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all animals.
But believe me this, dragons are known to be one of the world's wisest creatures.
In what regard?
In Game of Thrones, you mean the world of
In-
Game of Thrones?
Well, in Game of Thrones, they show them as they've been shown sometimes as highly intelligent, very wise, ferocious, brave, considerate, emotional.
And political too. Oh, no, they used to talk like
You just
Yeah, they have minds on their own.
they have minds of their own. So
imagine-
shut up.
Imagine seeing a dragon in Game of Thrones talk just like Smaug in The Hobbit.
Now that you remind me, I think Smaug and Caraxes, they had the similar animation in CGI.
Yeah, because they look similar, so similar.
Yeah, because
color in terms of color.
No, not color. One is red, the other one's gold.
Yeah, but it's like it's
I'm
like,
talking about the animation,
Yeah.
how he moved.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think they had the similar animation. You know, because even Smaug had a very long neck.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, next dragon. Syrax.
Syrax.
Now this is Rhaenyra's dragon. This is the one who you call Dragonback.
No, I call this one Dragon Glass.
Those are small dragons. I mean, compared to Vhagar is the biggest.
Oh,
of
don't
all
worry.
of
I'm
them.
I'm gonna get to somewhere. Yeah, but at least Vhagar wasn't at least put into a story until we saw him being read by Lena Valerian. And honestly, if that dragon goes to a real war,
I might wreak havoc, huh?
oh, big time. Let's say we're gonna say the exact same scene as what's his name, Drogon's scene. when he-
Drogon.
All I'm gonna say is, in the next seasons,
Yes.
it's gonna be a big showdown.
Yeah, with the dragons, huh? I'm super
It's like,
excited.
it's like
that.
playing Century.
Big showdown.
It's like playing the game Century.
There's gonna be a big showdown. If you think that they're
No one's gonna acknowledge the fact that I said the game Century.
no,
Like what?
It's
It's an-
basically where it's a flight game where you play where you ride dragons.
Is it new or old?
New,
When did it come out?
like a few weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on PlayStation, but it was free on PC.
okay.
It's free to play, so you can play it if you want.
Actually, I might play it. You know,
Go ahead, but make sure you change if you don't like the inverted controls.
since it's new, I'm gonna play it.
All right, so so Syrax. What do you think about Syrax?
I don't. It's a small dragon.
Not much to see about it,
Yeah.
basically, but at least it's protective of Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
That one we've seen in the first few episodes.
So it's kind of like Drogon to Daenerys.
Yes, I'd say so. More of a loyal dragon than a fighting dragon.
Yeah.
More for flight in terms
Yeah.
of. I'd say this dragon's youngish and
Yeah.
more suited for
Transportation.
exactly. Not a fighting dragon.
Yeah, me too.
But was he? I think is she still? Is he or she still alive?
Who?
Syrax.
Yeah, she's alive.
Okay.
She's alive.
I mean, is Drogon as big as Vhagar? Remember, like in the end of in season 8,
No one
I'd
knows.
say Vhagar's bigger.
like by a little bit, right?
Could be more.
Who? Vhagar versus Drogon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's bigger?
I'm not
Or-
sure.
or
I
the-
think Vhagar.
Vhagar.
by a little bit. I
Vhagar's
don't.
hundreds of years old. Drogon's 8.
Yeah, that should be Vhagar. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's potential for him to grow.
But
So he's bigger.
dragons, like each dragon grows differently.
Could be.
Yeah, right. Like,
Could
maybe
be.
that dragons
Could
grow
be.
at different
And
rates.
let's not forget, in terms of how the physiology and biology of dragons, we haven't seen
Much, yeah.
like only in Game of Thrones. Only in Game of Thrones, how it was introduced. But they've gone to bigger depth in it in House of Dragons. So dragons by size, they can't be properly judged unless we get into like full depth. You can go like into the day to day. That's why you gotta go to the dragon's pit.
Hmm.
If you see how exactly they raise the dragons, how they hatch the eggs, things like that, you know.
Yep.
Next dragon is he's not much there. His name is Vermax. He was meant to be Jacerys's dragon.
Yep.
Yeah, not exactly.
They're very youngish. They're all young dragons because they're at the same age as the kids.
Yeah, this one was not meant to be. I think he's still got some growing to do, unless he's there.
Small dragons.
Yeah. Not much to say honestly. I don't
Not
think.
much to say. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's go to the next one, please. Sea Smoke. Now this one, nobody knew this one, like in particular, because he wasn't. He wasn't probably introduced only in one scene. He was the dragon that saved.
Daemon from the
d-
in the
in the
Stepstones. Yeah.
Stepstones, yeah, during the Stepstones conflict from the Crab King, and his rider was Laenor Velaryon. When that came out, I thought it was Viserys.
Yeah, me too.
You know,
I thought,
you know, he got the message and everything, and I thought it'd be a dramatic climax if you see Viserys saving his brother.
No.
You know?
I didn't because I thought
he would
he
have
just
fallen off.
No, I thought-
It would have been a nice scene, right?
yeah brother to brother, but then
And then they'd be going, brother.
brother no it's I thought he was just sending troops, which he was trying to offer.
Yeah, but
He-
you know, those dragons are fast.
And Daemon got pissed. What troops are you saying? I'm gonna kill this guy on my own. I'm
Oh,
gonna-
you know when you say don't kill the messenger.
Yeah.
Thank you, Leonidas. All right, this one, pretty big. I'd say very big. And I didn't even realize that Valerians can control dragons. Honestly, I thought it was only exclusive to Targaryens.
Yeah.
But apparently, everybody has their own dragon's pit.
I think anyone anyone could bond with a dragon.
It's not bonding; it's raising the dragon and
Yeah.
hatching them. The dragons actually hatch. The dragons actually hatch eggs.
Yeah.
I think if you have Valyrian blood,
Yeah,
if you came from Old Valyria, because Valyrians are also part of Old Valyria,
yeah.
so that's why
So
they're
the
able
dragons
to
can
control.
bond with them.
Yeah.
There's not only that; the dragons can hatch eggs, bunch of eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, Daemon said there's like 20 eggs in Dragonstone.
No, really?
Oh yeah.
That hasn't been found.
But no, they haven't been hatched.
Hatched.
So they still gotta raise them. It
Wow.
will take some time. They have more dragons.
But no riders.
No riders. No proper riders.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So next one would be Meleys. This one we haven't seen until the crowning of Aegon II.
Yeah. That
And
could have ended the war, though, don't you think so?
Yeah. Many things would have been ended by the in the war. You know, many wars could have ended easily. You know.
That could have closed the deal.
Yeah. Meleys is known as the Red Queen. Actually fits the deal considering who the rider is.
Yeah.
Rhaenys Targaryen.
Yep. One of the bigger dragons as well. Meleys.
Would you say she's one of the bigger dragons?
Yeah, you've seen the dragon in the. It was inside the. What was?
The dragon's pit and
Is it the dragon's pit?
it was she was yeah. I had to find an article. How did she find a dragon? How did Rhaenys find the dragon? She was pushed into the dragon's pit apparently.
Plot armor.
Plot armor,
Right.
right?
She was escaping, right?
And she got ironically she got armor.
Yeah, and she got armor. She didn't only get dragon; she got armor.
Exactly. And she could have ended everything. You
Yeah.
know, with the high towers and Aegon the usurper.
Yeah, She could have
I'll
ended.
call him the usurper. Or Aegon the faker.
I mean,
Aegon.
will they call him that? Imagine they call him that.
No.
Or Aegon the traitor. The traitor.
The traitor.
Yeah.
But she didn't. I think she's still torn between, because Corlys, she's still torn on what to do. I think she's waiting for Corlys or something. Oh, she did say she doesn't want the war. She doesn't want to start the war. It's not for hers to
Exactly.
start.
Exactly.
It's Rhaenyra's. If she wanted to.
That's a bad thought. I mean, but believe me, she could have ended the war immediately.
Yeah, that could have been.
But
could have been
this
finished.
particular one right here, this next one, please put this one here.
Vermithor.
Vermithor. This one is going to be a game changer next season.
Why is that so?
Vermithor is a dragon that was found by Daemon under Dragonstone. He is a very large dragon.
It's a dragon of Jaehaerys,
Really?
the king prior to Viserys.
He
His
hi-
father.
Yeah, his father.
Like, is it as big as Vhagar?
No, not his father. His grandfather.
His
Sorry.
grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it as big as Vhagar?
I think it was
Not
technically
really,
a
no,
nephew
no,
or
no,
something,
no.
you know?
Grandfather.
I mean,
Not uncle?
Was Jaehaerys the uncle of
Viserys.
No.
Viserys?
No, so Viserys is the son of Balon. Balon is the son of Jaehaerys.
Got it. All right. So grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, and so that means that and that Daemon got us from his grandfather, Jaehaerys. I don't even know how he found it.
They kept him there because Jaehaerys is dead and no one has claimed the dragon yet.
Except Daemon.
Daemon. Oh.
If Daemon claims that dragon, that will be a big game changer.
No, but then who's gonna ride the other one? Syraxes?
Caraxes.
Caraxes, yeah. So
Whoever is worthy.
there's
Or maybe he doesn't need another rider. He could it's like a Drogon and like Daenerys' other two dragons.
He's gonna do a Van Damme between two dragons. He's gonna do a split
How
mid-air.
long do your legs have to be for that one?
He's gonna do this. No, that's the thing. So that's a big plot issue because you're able to use you have Vermithor, you've woken him up, but you don't know who's gonna ride him. That's the problem.
I think he was like the last trump card you want to use when it is necessary. Because
Yeah.
I think he knows that Vermithor has a lot of power and size and fire, and if you're bringing out so early in the game,
You want spoilers?
Huh?
You want
From
spoilers?
the book.
please,
From the book?
please,
From the book. Are you
Please.
sure?
go ahead. I don't mind.
It's not gonna be Daemon. It's gonna ride. It's gonna ride Vermithor.
Rhaenyra?
No.
Aegon.
No.
Aemond?
No.
Who?
Someone you don't know. Totally a different character.
Targaryen still?
Which probably yeah. No.
Stark.
No.
The Starks don't have the blood of all Valyria.
No.
Valerian, at least.
That's all I'm gonna say. So Daemon's not gonna ride it. At least in the books. They might change it in the series. They've changed a lot of things, but in the books,
Man, and I thought Daemon would write it. It would make
yeah,
much
he was
more
singing.
sense.
Blah, 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 blah. He was singing a Valyrian song, trying to rouse Vermithor. But then on season 2, no.
Man, it better be Daemon, honestly. It would make much more sense if Daemon wrote Vermithor.
Yeah, but then as I said,
it might be JFK, right? It makes sense.
Okay, first of all, if you say anything else that's stupid, I'm going to rip your freaking neck.
Okay, but then that's the question is who's gonna ride Caraxes then if he rides? That's the thing. I mean that's
Caraxes has length and size, but not.
Yeah.
But to compare him to Vhagar, you need a big dragon, a very big dragon.
Yeah.
So Jaehaerys's dragon Vermithor is the best logical option so far.
So remember when they said that it's not men that will win this war, it's dragons?
Yeah.
They have lots of dragons, but no riders.
But do they mean
you know,
Targaryens
all right,
or actually?
let's compare. House Black has 13 dragons.
Yeah.
House Green has what? 4? 3? 4.
And do they have Vhagar?
But they have the largest.
They have Vhagar.
Green has Vhagar, yes, and they have 4. Actually, now it's 12. Arix died.
Yeah, Eric's died.
But
Arix
still,
died.
I
We want to
think
mention Arix, but I don't think there's a point now.
He's dead.
He did.
It's a baby dragon. Poor guy.
Who
It's
went rogue?
dude, it's a baby dragon who
It's
tried
like,
to fight.
Let me kill Vhagar to prove my name to my family.
It's like a kitten trying to fight his mother. And
A
then,
kid who's trying to what?
and then got killed. Huh?
A kid who's trying to fight what?
No, it's like a kitten trying to fight a big adult cat. But
Imagine.
instead of just getting a pounce, it got eaten in half.
Yeah, I gotta say, I mean, the fact that that dragon has went that far to actually fight
Fight back.
was very honorable. But he went rogue. Both he and what's his name?
Aemond?
Both he and Vhagar. They went rogue over their riders.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both of them kept saying "serve me," one in Valerian, one in English. So thanks for the diversity of languages, but okay.
I think they felt the feelings of their riders. So that's what the riders wanted to do. So Lucerys wanted to fight back really bad.
Well,
What happened?
the cameras in our
Yeah, that's Vhagar and Arik.
why do we have why do we have it covering our
It
entire
came back.
why do we have it covering our
It's
entire
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
okay
It's okay.
I'll talk. It looks better. Fine.
It's okay.
Maybe we should consider when we show images, we should show it in a different way.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll talk about that soon. But you're probably right. Maybe you should show the images in a big frame and then
Then go back to us.
go back to us. But maybe we should be in like a smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they show up the image, right? That's
Yeah, that would be nice. But that's something I had to talk about. So we covered the dragons. We covered most of the plot. And what do you guys think? I mean, how it's gonna go? As you say, right now it's 12 dragons to 4.
Yeah. So it's not dragons in the books. It's not dragons that won the war. It's men. So who are the houses that allies with Team Green and Team Black?
All right.
So we already know Team Green has what?
Team Green has
Lannisters.
without a doubt,
Lannisters will be there.
the strong,
The Strongs are dead.
but they're
In
still
Harrenhal.
but still Larys.
Oh yeah, the schemer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's technically the head of the house.
Yes.
And there's no other one else.
Yes.
All right. So Baratheons now.
Baratheons are.
Yeah. In the final season, they allied with Team Green. All right. What else?
Yeah, I think those were
Team Black.
so far.
Team Black has Valerian, so they have the seas. They have the ability to
Naval fleet.
They have the wealth.
and they have the ability to surround King's Landing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, King's Landing be conquered in your opinion?
Yes.
Now let me give you two words: Stannis Baratheon, Blackwater.
Yeah, the Blackwater Bay, the Battle of Blackwater Bay.
But there's a minor difference there.
They didn't
Actually,
have
a major
dragons.
difference. They didn't have dragons.
They didn't have dragons.
But
But
I think
both sides
they
have
might
dragons.
have wildfire, right? Do they have wildfire right now?
Wait. Oh yeah, actually, wait. A minute.
Wildfire.
Yeah, you're right about that. We might see introduction of wildfire in the next season.
Do you remember which
It
houses?
wasn't. By the way, it wasn't just the Mad King who used wildfire. It was before.
Tyrion.
No, I mean
Oh,
before as
before.
Targaryens. Targaryens.
Who also used it?
Aerys.
Aegon.
All
Aerys.
the Targaryens that used it, but they didn't. But what I'm saying, before Aerys, there were other Targaryens who used it. There was even one Targaryen apparently that drank it.
Oh, really?
Like
Yeah, he thought he can become a dragon or something.
By doing that? Okay, fine.
Yeah, Joffrey mentioned it when he was showing the graves to Marjorie.
Okay. So
He was trying to impress her.
that's his kink.
Yeah.
So do you remember the houses that Jace went to? I think he went the
Yeah.
Starks, right?
Yeah,
he was going to Starks.
Yeah, so we're in the next season. We're definitely gonna see the North.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So we're gonna see Winterfell.
Yeah.
Man, Winterfell. That's a sight for sore eyes.
Yeah, I wonder how it looks like right now, like in this.
That's gonna look pretty much the same. If you're gonna use the same production, same place, same thing like that, like how they do it with Dragonstone. Of course, in season 1 of the House of Dragon, we've seen more Dragonstone exterior and interior, the beaches, things like that. You know, because it shows about Targaryens. The main house in Game of Thrones would, let's say, be
It's actually like three.
Lannister,
Targaryens.
Lannister, Baratheon, and Starks.
And Targaryens too.
The Targaryens didn't have their own home
Oh yeah, because
until she came back to Westeros.
Yeah.
So there are other places as well. So you remember he went to Winterfell. He
Yeah.
went what's the other one? The Eyrie, the Vale.
The Vale.
So
The
the Arryns.
The Arryns. So he went to the Arryns, and he also went to.
But I don't think the Vale would gladly ally themselves with Team Black.
Okay, that's your prediction.
Because of what Daemon did to his
Yes.
wife.
Okay.
Yes, his wife was an Arryn. She was of the Vale.
Yeah.
So, and he did kill her.
But do they know that he did kill her for sure? I mean, the
He-
guy that guy made an accusation.
He made an accusation,
But
but
is it true? He doesn't
In
have
the
proof.
in the books, it was not said. It was not mentioned. It was not even hinted that
He had a
Daemon
wife.
came and killed his wife,
Alright.
the bronze bitch. So
Nice.
it's all additional flavor that was done for the series.
So we can at least assume there's a possibility that the Vale would ally themselves with the
Team Green.
Team Black.
Hightower. You mean?
Do you think Team Black or Green? What do you think with the Vale?
Spoiler?
Please
Spoiler?
go ahead.
I think Green.
Look, you tell us something from the book, but we don't know how it's
Yeah,
gonna go with
Team Black.
Team Black.
Yeah, because the
Alright.
the new ruling lady. It's a ruling
Oh
lady.
wait, sorry, I forgot. There's another relation, a better relation. Rhaenyra, she's half Arryn. Her mother was an Arryn.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes.
She was a Targaryen, I think, right?
No, her mother was an Arryn.
Why did she have white hair then?
I don't know.
No, Rhaenyra is the daughter of Viserys and Aemon. Aemon?
Emma. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's an Arryn.
Oh, he's an Arryn. Okay.
Yeah, trust me. Look it up.
Okay.
She's an Arryn.
Let me remember. But that's not the only thing. So because there's a new lady that's the sort of the ruler, the lord.
Yes.
How do you call the lord?
Yeah.
Lady, right?
Lady. Yeah.
There's a new lady in the area.
I remember that Rhaenyra's how should I say this? Her new what do you call it? Her new insignia of the House of Targaryen included the Arryn. on
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
So that's they're gonna ally, and the reason behind it is the whole issue with Rhaenyra is she's being challenged because she's a lady, right? Her ascension to the throne is being
see here?
challenged.
I'll see here. This. So
The sigils.
yeah, the sigils. So see here. All right. So this is the new sigil of the new alliance of the Targaryens with Team Black. So let's assume this is a possible spoiler. So House Aaron, House Targaryen, and the House Valerian, which includes the seahorse, the symbol,
Yes.
the sigil of the sea snake.
Yes.
Sea snake, seahorse, sea Valerians. So that's
So they're gonna ally, and the reason behind it is she also doesn't want her leadership to be challenged.
of course not. Who doesn't want their relationship to be challenged?
Yeah, so that's why she would ally, although she hates Daemon for what he's done. Not because
Not
of killing her, but he didn't consummate the marriage. Remember?
Really?
He didn't consummate the marriage. He didn't want to.
That's not good. That's not.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
There was no bedding. Okay.
Of course, he was forced to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emma Aaron.
Emma Aaron.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So there you go. So that's the alliance.
I think that's her and Rhaenyra right there.
And
See?
Rhaenyra.
But in the show, is she a Targaryen or an Aaron?
Dude, she's an Aaron.
Even in the show?
So
The show they could change it.
I'm pretty sure she's an Aaron.
So what they're going to do, further spoilers,
Yes.
is because they're lacking of houses. So
Yes.
they're gonna reach out to your friend, the Greyjoys.
Oh yeah,
Oh
the
my
Greyjoys.
God.
Dude.
Remember the Iron Islands?
Yeah, dude.
Remember
Imagine-
them?
Please don't. No.
Imagine you hear
There
that.
is literally nothing good about the Greyjoys.
They're gonna be contacting them, sending them crows to help them.
I'm guessing Team Green.
Yeah, Team Green's
Yeah.
gonna send a crow.
Well, believe me, there's literally no worse person to have as an ally than a Greyjoy.
What is?
Yes.
What is that?
And that
They
will
never die.
and that will prove true. You will soon learn.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. And
Another failed rebellion? Of course. Another failed rebellion?
something like this, but it's gonna be at the detriment of the Lannisters. So that's spoiler. And then they're also going to contact people from the east.
As in from Essos.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
get sell swords to join them, join the
Golden
cause.
Company, I presume?
Yeah, the
Sorry, the Triarchy.
Huh?
Asking the Triarchy.
A triarchy?
Yeah, some Lys, Mir, and other empires in the east.
Oh my
do you
god.
think we're gonna see the Unsullied or the Dothraki again?
No.
No,
They
Dothraki, I'm
won't show
guessing,
up.
is not going to be introduced to this. Remember, the Dothraki in Game of Thrones were the first Dothraki to cross the seas.
Yeah.
There were no.
Oh yeah, there weren't others.
There weren't others.
Unsullied. We might see Unsullied though.
The Unsullied, I think, was newly created, not something that's
From the books.
No. They were in the books. I was thinking it was something newly created for Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
not in the House of Targaryen. Also, the whole idea of slavery, did it exist back then?
Don't know.
No, it already did.
Oh, already did.
It already did.
In Essos.
Yes.
What about Westeros? Oh wait, it doesn't exist in Westeros. It's against the law.
Yeah.
That's how Jorah Mormont was banished.
Yeah. So
So Team Green is gonna have the Greyjoys, the Baratheons.
no.
Really?
That's what I said. It's a big problem for them what they did.
The
Contacting the Greyjoys.
Okay.
There was a
So
backlash.
they're gonna ally with Team Black, or
Not even. It's just
they're gonna stay in the between.
just okay, but it won't help. They won't help them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about the Lannisters?
Lannisters, yes, Lannisters
Green.
will be there. Yeah, Team
Of
Green.
course, back then it's gold, but they're gonna
Yeah,
be
it's,
green.
it's Team Green.
Yeah.
And then some other houses as well, but not as big as the ones that Team Black has.
What about the Starks?
Spoiler?
Go ahead,
Spoiler.
dude. This is the third time you asked me.
Yeah,
Go ahead. It's not
Yes.
about the
Team
journey. It's the
Green.
destination.
I
No.
think Team Green. No.
Black.
Black. Are you serious? Even.
Team Black.
Dude, black. Black is their color.
Oh yeah, cause
So Jace did a very good job.
Being the oldest.
Yeah, recruiting for the cause of his mother. Lucerys sucked, so and he died.
Well, let's be honest. His host was not exactly someone who can, like, and also he was a bit late.
Oh yeah, he's late.
He was late.
That was the closest, and still they were late.
Yeah, I mean, how fast do you think Vhagar was?
No, but that was the I don't know. And Baratheons were the strongest, I think. If you think about it, they're one of the strongest houses in terms of
Combat.
combat. abilities.
Yeah, but the problem is you got the Starks. They're not used to fighting in the south.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not they're Northerners and they're used to fighting in the south. So if they fight in the south, it's gonna get not problematic, but they're not gonna be used to the non-cold
Environment. Yeah.
Yeah, non-cold fighting. They'd have to bring them to their town. That's why they stay in the north.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, they'll be being. No, I'm not gonna spoil this any further.
All right,
It's
it's
okay.
probably better that we keep this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you that these are the houses, but it's gonna be. No, I'm just gonna stop there.
Yeah, let's leave this for our next podcast next year. Next year for season 2. Right now we've
Woo.
done. All right, who's excited for season 2?
I'm
Me.
excited for
Come
season 2.
No one cares about you.
What?
We care about you.
Yeah,
Well,
but to be honest, I really like the changes that they made to the show. They really gave the show lots of flavor, lots of.
I just didn't like one episode, honestly.
Which one?
The one with the darkness.
Which episode was that?
You haven't seen it. It's the one where Aemon gets Vhagar. It was
Really?
too-
You didn't
it was-
like it?
I liked the story. I just didn't like. I was like,
You
this.
didn't like the idea of Aemon getting Vhagar.
No. I liked the story, everything, but the darkness was too much. I couldn't see anything.
Oh, the darkness
Yeah.
in the night. Yeah, of course. That's what they did in the
Winterfell.
Winterfell.
in Winterfell
Oh my god! Like, could
To sh-
anyone?
They
to
did,
mask-
they did it again.
to mask the CGI effects, right?
Do you know how I looked at it? This- I'm not even kidding.
It's like they shouldn't do that. Like, why would you do that if it's hard to see?
I honestly don't know, man.
Even
I
like
wish
me
I
too.
knew.
Me
the
too.
Only, the only time I could see something, you know what, was when a dragon was breathing fire.
But I thought that was one of the best endings when they were having the fight between Alicent and they were sort of accusing. They've started accusing now and saying that the
Yes.
strong.
Now, that episode was nice. I agree with you. It's just that.
Yeah, the
nighttime-
darkness. The darkness. Fine.
I just hurt my eyes the entire time. I couldn't pay
darkness.
attention.
Yeah.
They did it in Godzilla as well, by the way. If you remember that movie.
Yes. I know.
Yeah. You seen that movie?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's so amazing.
There.
Yeah.
No, the darkness.
I didn't. Like I was. Yeah, I do remember the darkness.
There
yeah.
you go. Yeah, and it showed some of the true colors of Alicent.
Yeah. But she's just protective of her child, I think.
Yeah, I think it came to a point where she was.
An eye for an eye. She was demanding that one of the kids
Loses the eye.
loses the eye as well, which is fair, right? I mean, if that's your son, and that is Viserys' son, actually, right? It's a direct child.
Oh yeah, and let's not forget the bastards, the strong bastards.
They're the strongest.
What are they? Yet they call themselves Valerian. All right, so guys, should we wrap this up? I think we did a great episode today, honestly.
Just a few
Yeah.
more comments. There's this guy Urokzekakzuski. What's up, homie?
Nice. What do you say?
That's what he said. What's up, homie? Hmm?
Sounds.
And that's
Bad.
his name, Urokzekakzuki. Hello. I don't know. Just one more comment. Aemon looks like a K-pop star. I know you'll hate me for it.
Actually, when they changed characters for Aegon to another Aegon, I was disappointed.
Aegon to another Aegon.
Yeah, both. Remember, there are two different Aegons.
Mm-hmm.
When they did another time skip,
No, okay.
they made him shorter. He looked like he was taller. Right?
And I didn't see that episode. I've only
When you
reached
get
this,
there,
yeah.
when you get there, you'll see it. He's gonna have long hair.
Yeah.
All right. When they get to the next episodes, you're gonna see Aegon shorter, not just shorter hair, but literally, I think he's a shorter person.
Yeah.
Aemon is gonna look taller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, ratings. You said you wanted to give ratings to the show.
the season 1. What would you give it?
I would give it a 9 out of 10.
You, Clint?
Yeah, same thing. 9 out of 10.
I can't give it because I've only reached the 6th episode.
So
Alright,
in your 6
yeah.
episodes, what would you give it?
9 out of 10.
Wow!
Oh,
Congratulations!
Finally, something that you like that is not Fortnite.
Congratulations!
Yes, Aziz the Hobbit has surprised us all by not liking Fortnite this time.
Like overall, the first 6 episodes of the first 5 episodes of season 1 of House of the Dragon
Yes.
are stronger than the first than the first 5 episodes of Game of Thrones, in my opinion.
Look, you can't. You're
Debatable.
comparing 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years. Back then, you could consider the first season of Game of Thrones was a project.
Yeah,
It was still in testing phase.
that's true.
They still want to see what the audience liked
Yeah.
before they got invested into more seasons. They were gonna make more, of course.
Yeah.
The actors tire over it. But remember, Game of Thrones was a test
Yeah.
on how they're gonna bring a book or books into a TV show. All right? They did it once with Game of Thrones. Wheel of Time then. Rings of Power. House of Dragon. Any more episodes based on books?
Lots.
There you
So-
go. There you go.
But-
But would you say that Game of Thrones started this trend?
Which
Or were there more others before it?
I'm sure there's others before it. It's just that the what came out from the mainstream was Game of Thrones.
See?
I
so
think.
people will
Yeah.
remember Game of Thrones and House of Dragon.
Yeah. Then the other ones.
Although Rings of Power, they'll still remember. And I think we should definitely do an episode about Rings of Power.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we should. But you know what? I'm really excited for the second season because I've read the book. So as much as I don't want to
You'd
spoil
like to see what they
anything,
would do.
yes, but there are so many badass moments in the book.
Really?
Seriously, you know that when if you remember Game of Thrones, that scene where Daenerys took control of the Unsullied,
Yes.
that was a badass moment.
Oh
Yeah, true,
yeah.
true.
And when she threw the whip.
Yes. So when you read in the book, it's like whoa, you're like mind blown, and when you see it in the series, it just it blew out
It
the
connected.
universe. Yeah,
Connected.
connected everything. So the same thing here. So many badass moments in the book, which I would really, really love to see on the series.
Yeah.
And as I said earlier, the showdown. There's going to be a big showdown. You might already have an idea of who will be fighting with their dragons based from the current characters and their interactions. There's a big showdown that's going to happen. And I really, really want to see it in the series.
Oh my god. Could it be Helena? Wait, you said it's not a Targaryen.
Huh? No, it's a Targaryen. No, Helena is one thing, but which if you were to if what's your wish list of these Targaryens that you want to see fight? The two of them fight each other.
I'd say Viserys and Aemond, that's for sure.
Viserys and Aemond.
Or maybe Daemon and Aemond.
To be honest, the Strongs, forget the Strongs.
Okay.
Yeah, forget the Strongs.
One already died, so let's say they're not
Yes.
exactly top
They're
tier.
not. They're not
top tier.
real Targaryens.
Yeah.
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 They're half breeds or whatever.
True.
True Targaryens that you're really anticipating to see face to face.
All right. Without a doubt, then I'd say Daemon versus Aemond.
That's a wish list.
That's a wish list.
Okay.
Yeah. Aegon's not gonna do much fighting unless, and I don't think he has a dragon. Does he?
Aegon, yes, he does.
He does.
Yeah,
Who?
Aegon has a dragon.
Who?
I forgot the name. It is there. He has a dragon. Dreamfire, I think.
Green.
With no, Sunfire.
Sunfire.
Sunfire. Yeah. Sunfire is
I
his
didn't
dragon.
find him. I didn't find him.
Oh, it's there. It's there.
I've done research, man. I don't think Aegon has a dragon yet.
He in the books he has Sunfire.
Maybe they took him out. They want to make him look like a squealy king or something.
Yeah, but it's one of the nicest looking dragons apart from Dreamfire. So there. But
there's another one called Greenfire.
Dreamfire.
Dream.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a cool name. Dreamfire.
Dreamfire.
Yeah, Dreamfire. I think that's Helena's.
Sunfire is nice.
I think, if I remember correctly.
If I'm not wrong, Dreamfire is like her other brother's dragon.
Who?
Balon.
Oh, Balon's dead.
Yeah, but that dragon was supposed to be his.
Oh, then probably she took it. I don't know.
I've read that. I didn't put it on the list because I didn't think it was important and may possibly be a big spoiler. But apparently, Helena is going to take Dreamfire in the next season. It's going to be part of the major plots that tears the Targaryens apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this book, this Dance of the Dragons, tears the Targaryens apart and tears the whole kingdom apart.
Oh boy.
like the whole kingdom. It's chaos. Dude, you have to read the book.
Right,
Dude,
all right,
seriously.
right. Don't shut up. I appreciate the details.
Just do it, dude.
Or
Just do
you
it.
don't have the right to talk.
Dude, you have to
You
read
should
the
tell
book.
him that, not me.
No, but you guys just check. I mean, if you can't wait for season 2, try reading the book.
Well, I can wait.
Oh, you can wait. Okay.
Yeah, I have too many shows now to watch, honestly.
Mm.
Same, yeah, me too.
Yeah, now I can have time to actually see Rings of Power. And we should definitely do an episode about this soon. Is the season over?
It's done, I think, right?
It's done.
All right, so now we can watch Rings of Power, and we can do an episode about it soon.
Yeah, to the people watching us, whoever's left there, just let us know which series do you want us to cover? Do you want us to cover Rings of Power? Let us know.
All right, I think we could consider, like, in terms of mainstream, Rings of Power.
Yeah.
All right, so let's wrap it up. So we covered the dragons, which were awesome. By the way, I like the fact that they brought dragons every day instead of every couple of episodes, you know. And we covered basically the plot and speculation of season 2, and we covered exactly what we've seen on season 1, and many possible connections between the book and the show, and as well as different characteristics, such as Viserys, all right, and some of the other guys.
They didn't skimp much on the budget, right? Like the dragons and everything.
It's 20 mil. What do you
CGI and the fight, the Battle of the Bastards kind
Yes.
of battle. I think they replicated it in the Stepstones as well. I think that was a good battle scene.
Nice.
So you could expect more in next season.
Well, let's just say we counted at 20 million this year. What happens next year? So we'll see that. The budget better be big if they're gonna try to top the next season.
If what I've read in the book they want to show in the series, they'd have to spend a lot more, lots more.
Dragon fightings, huh?
Because of the CGI, huh? They need to,
Yeah, dragon and the battles. It's a war.
Yeah.
Is there possible? I know this is a possible spoiler, but is there going to be a battle on King's Landing, like in Blackwater Bay?
No, but it's not from the outside. It's an implosion.
Like inside.
They're gonna explode King's Landing.
No, not there's gonna not literally explosion, but there's gonna be chaos within King's Landing.
Oh, there's rioting, people dying, killing each other.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. What else is new in King's Landing? I like to see one good event happen in King's Landing.
Oh, this is a good event.
No, I
For
meant
the audience,
I meant a happy event.
I mentioned early on the stream, you remember in here Dragon Pit is still intact, but in Game of Thrones Dragon Pit is in ruins.
That's what happened.
Yes,
you know?
there will be something that happens.
You're saying that the Dragon's Pit will possibly be ruined in season 2?
Maybe
3 or 4, whatever. It's close to the end of the Dance of Dragons.
How many is before we wrap this up? How many seasons
3 or 4.
would we assume?
3 or 4.
3 or 4 seasons
for the
format.
show.
for the show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
format.
4.
If you're just talking about the Dance of Dragons, maximum should be 4.
Yeah, me too. Same.
Well, it says Dance of Dragons and Fire and Blood. So those are 2 different books, right?
Which one? No,
Fire and Blood.
Fire and Blood. No, because the House of Dragons. This one is from Aegon's conquest up until I think Aerys rule. So you're talking about a big.
So they took a small chunk at the very end, didn't they?
Yeah, so they're only looking at the middle part, which is the Dance of Dragons. They haven't gone through different stuff that happened afterwards.
Okay, so there's different details there. All right. So we're assuming 3 or 4 seasons. Maybe we should write something about that. I'll look into it. All right. Well, I think that's pretty much it. Wow, this was one heck of a stream. I think we did a lot of. I think we did about 2 hours. Oh my god! If Tim sees this, he's gonna kill me.
Yeah, I think we're like over 2 hours, right?
Well,
almost.
Let's finally wrap this up for sure. Thanks for watching us, guys. Thanks, Aziz the Hobbit and Lodi One Kenobi. We've definitely had a lot of fun talking about House of Dragons. We've definitely had a lot of fun watching it and
reading it.
Yes, I get it. You read the book. Did you play the Telltale games as well?
Oh yes, I did.
And there it is. I rest my case. I think you should be the better House of like Fire and Blood, Game of Thrones expert.
Let's see the next game show.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were a better expert. You couldn't answer better. Come on, man.
Yeah, I sucked at that game show. Whatever.
Was it because there was a game show?
Yeah,
Because you know people.
the pressure. Yeah, too much pressure.
Yeah, you didn't want to buy the chicken. You didn't want to lose the chicken, did you?
Yeah, I didn't want to buy the chicken, but we end up buying the chicken. So
Yeah, it was good chicken, by the way.
where?
I don't
Did
know. I'm just.
Anyway, fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's. And I think it's time to say goodbye. This is Single QTR with
Aziz the Hobbit.
21 Kenobi.
saying goodbye and Dracarys.
Dun, 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 dun.
I got nothing. So there you go. That was the theme song, I think. So ciao everybody. See ya.